Good morning, everybody. It's a little bit late today. It's 6:30 rather than 5, but I didn't get up in time. Like I said, why do you need coffee? Yeah, so I'm gonna put the link out. Of course, you can come up and have a coffee with me. It's like good morning, YouTube. Oh, again, these morning little things don't have a lot of other than to come in into it. I don't know what's going. There it is. Finally, my computer's running a little slow this morning. It may need coffee. Okay, I wanted to let everyone know that V for Vets is up to 371 people right now. We are shooting to get to 500. This is a little important for us because we received the official corporate bank account, corporate PayPal, which will be coming up very shortly. And KY has to call the bank back. They're having a little problems initiating the PayPal that goes with that account. Um, that's awesome. So you'll be able to anything you give us will go straight into a transparent bank account, and you will be able to write that off on your taxes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The wonderful thing about that is it opens the door. It opens the door for us to be able to go to Costco, go to Walmart, and actually get donations. And one of those donations, of course, is going to be um, our canned food. Um, Anyone out there that wants to donate the canned foods now, you can do that any way you want to. Once the put the link up for the PayPal, you'll be able to purchase cans that or send money for specifically for the cans. Please, by all means, put down in the description that that's exactly what you're doing it for. We will honor whatever you ask us to do. If you want to put the donation for straight food, that's all good. If you want to put it for anything else besides that, that's also good. And of course, you'll be able to watch us give and distribute this stuff. We managed to find a way around the law. It's only fair if they're going to make these dumbass laws that say we're not allowed to feed the homeless, then we're going to come out with the dumbass ideas on how to without breaking the law. With that said, and regardless of any other thing, the address for the food raiser it was incorrectly put up last week. It was put up as 16005 when it's 16055. Anyway, with that said, I put up a link for a wonderful group of people, a family that's part of a big network that helps homeless vets as well as the regular general public homeless people. It is run by a man named Rob Ret Vet, and his channel is called Hard Luck Survival. Um, it's an incredible channel to go to, and V for Vets is really honored to be a part of that. However, you can go like, share, and subscribe. Say hi to Rob. Tell him that KY and Bud sent him as with Bell. That way, he'll know that we're out there doing what we can for him as well as him helping us. Again, V for Vets is at 371. We're hoping to get to 500 as soon as possible. The reason being is we can use the community page thus to give you the updates on things that we don't have nowhere to put. A lot of things we wanted to tell people like that we got our EIN and all this stuff, but we couldn't do it because there was really nowhere to do it other than come live. All right. With that said, anyone out there need coffee? We basically, I got up, I crawled out. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't get up at 5. By the time I got up, it was like 5:20. I figured I'd go at 6:30. It's quite busy out there on Friday night. Oh my God, I checked the scene. There's quite a few live people, so I guess everyone has things to do. So anyone coming in here, I thank you. Any of that, it's an open topic panel, basically. Of course, there's no real drama. You can come up here and bullshit anything you want to bullshit that's maybe about yourself, your channel. No, no anti-vet or anti-homeless things. It's almost mind-boggling that I have to go up and say that. we have recently been getting a lot of people like coming in, or sending messages about how the homeless are the cause for the messes and stuff. Okay, whatever. We just a difference of opinion with that. My goal would be, of course, to end the homeless. Then you wouldn't have to worry about the mess and stuff that's out there. I'm gonna put the link out for anyone, like I said, that wants to. Oh, I did actually. Look at that. I'm repeating myself already. Still waiting for them to give me my other cup of coffee. I drank way too much yesterday. It took like a full 4 cups by the time I was done drinking coffee. Theirs, of course, is like registered battery acid. So um, like I said, KY, of course, is sleeping, and so is Belle. I don't usually wake them up. It's just that they'll come in if they're awake. But like I said, one of the things I wanted to bring up today again, which is KY Packer. KY had spent a lot of money or helping out the community recently, and from a back pay he got, so he was really excited about going out there and helping people, and that's great. I mean, he's a great guy. But one of the things that did not happen was that he he got hit with taxes. The man's not going to come out and ask you for help. I am no. And for anyone else coming in and saying that, you might consider donating to KY Packer. Try to get him back some of the money he spent, of course, to help pay those taxes. That's just like a gift for him. Of course, if no one decides to help, it's no big deal. Okay, well, we'll survive. And like I said, he's not the one that's asked this. I don't have a problem doing fundraisers for people that need help because I've been in the hospital now going for almost 8, 9 months. And if it wasn't for the help that people gave me while I'm in the hospital, it would be pretty messed up. So it's part of giving back or paying forward what people did for me. Again, people, it is early in the morning. It's 6:30 my time. And this is basically chat and chill room. Like I said, there's quite a few live people right now, so I'm not expecting to get an overwhelming amount of people coming in. I'm hoping that if nothing else, I can bring more awareness to V for Vets when I do this morning show. Not that I can do anything else. I can't go anywhere. I can't go back to sleep. And there's absolutely nothing on a TV at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. So, regardless, going with that, numbers are not important to us at the moment. Not numbers in here anyway. So, like I said, right now I'm just going to keep talking. It helps me stay awake. It helps me get ready for the day. Monday I'll be getting out of the bed for the first time. And the fucked up thing about what happened to me with this was that there's no communication between the doctor and the nurses and your registered RNs here. They removed me off the antibiotics, and I guess they weren't supposed to. So now they have to do another blood palette to see if it got to my bone. Hopefully, don't mind I don't need the antibiotics because they've destroyed me. But other than that, my sleep schedule is completely shot. That's why I have the morning coffee thing now. And what do you think of the little teeny logo there? See the happy face? Yeah. I've seen a person make those things. It's like a fucking riot. However, anyone that's out there that's literally wants to come up, the other reason it's really cool having these shows in the morning is weekends are even slower. But I get a lot of people from Canada and England who come on at this time because it's actually later for them. It's like 9:30 right now for them in the morning. So it's not a bug. So when I come on at 5, it's usually 8 in the morning for them, which is all good. Updates on what's been going on. I'm very happy to say that we got our business bank account and our business PayPal. That is very exciting. We're just waiting for the PayPal link to come through. I have the information I need for anyone that would like to directly deposit into the for Vets account to help out. We've got a lot of things set up with a channel called that's helping us, which is I put the tagger out there. It's Hard Luck Survival, a great support channel for both vets and the homeless, and they're a family-oriented channel, so you can go over there. They're also drama free. They have a lot of great people that go there, like Eric. He plays a violin. Then of course there's Lamb, who plays a guitar, and then there's Mark Dennison, who plays a keyboard. Each of them have their own channel. Well, I know two of them, the Lamb and Mark Dennison, have their own channels. Again, if you guys haven't heard Mark Dennison, he's a fun guy to go see and hang out with. Another drama-free room because it's all about the music and stuff, and they have little fun events. Or you can, of course, go and watch the Lamb. He plays the guitar. He's really good. Or you can whip on over and see Captain Ray Paul on his channel, which is a more informative one. He's a machinist that he was. He's great. There's also drama free. So we are promoting and spreading, of course, you know, as drama free areas to go to, and this is one of them. Of course, the content's a little bit straight because this morning show is really not about content more. It's about just getting up and if you're just waking up or getting ready for work here on California time, it gives you somewhere to come without worrying about the drama, and I'm all for that. Oh. So usually people start flowing in around 7. So I'm just going to keep going for a while, and then of course, like I said, if a lot of people don't come in, that's the show we really push. It gets more usually is in the afternoons. But like I said, I found myself sitting around here at 5 o'clock in the morning with absolutely nothing to do. All right, so a little pop noise. I wonder what that was. Uh, Now, of course, I'm debating on whether I should bring my coffee machine in. The coffee is like drinking battery acid. I swear to God. Now, my coffee, I get gourmet coffee, and I only use. I don't make insanely strong coffee. I go for like a mild coffee. Anything stronger, that's really strong on the stomach. Oh. So I don't know if anyone just gets up and it takes a while for them to wake up by drinking their coffee, but hey. Now, one of the things we are trying to do, or at least we're trying to get started, is things like possibly doing a radio spot, maybe. I really tried to get my friend to go check because it's a little station where he lives. It's not like a statewide one or whatever the hell. This is a really small channel, and going on there would be really cool because me and KY would then be international. And I'm trying to get a hold of. Damn. Oh, there it is. All right. I got it. I send out an invite from my friends via Messenger. Um, that way they can come and watch the show. A lot of my Australian friends normally don't get up on panel or anything. They'll end up just sitting in the background watching. And then there's my friends from New York, like Upstate Audits. And then when he knows I'm on, he'll come in as well. But like I said, this is not more of not going to get a lot of people coming in, at least on my channel. I mean, we don't have any, as of like I said, we don't have really any major things right now except for updates. As soon as the updates get going, and as soon as whatever it is, I can get out of here. We'll have a lot more things going on for helping the homeless and the vets, and y'all are welcome to come up and talk. and talk and give your ideas and stuff. Like I said, a couple of things we're doing is like a food cart. Oh, look at there. There's Upstate. Upstate, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Morning. I don't know if you've had your first cup of coffee yet. What do you think of the coffee mug? Yeah. My avatar with a little happy face. It's because now I drink this battery acid and at work. Dude. We give a lot of thanks to Rob, the retired vet, and his channel, Hard Luck Survival. Anybody out there that cares about the vets of this country or the homeless can go over there. Mind you, it's not the 1A community. There is no freedom of speech over there in regards to drama. They're, as he puts it, a God, country, and family station. Hardcore Marine over there. Hardcore Marine. He he supplies a lot of things for the homeless. Hey, hold on. Can I get another coffee? I know. So I'm thinking of bringing my I'm thinking of bringing my thank you. I'm thinking of bringing my coffee maker in here so I can make coffee whenever I want it. Well, usually just probably being early. Oh, your coffee's being made right now. Like, do you like the little happy face there? Yeah, you know you do. The coffee I'm getting, trust me when I tell you this, does not make you smile. It does, however, keep me awake. I'm back to drinking coffee again. And like I said, you don't get a lot. It's what I assume they do is make one big tub of coffee, and then they break it into those little coffee things that keep them hot, and they pass them out to the floors, and then from there you get it. So you end up getting this stuff when it's like screaming hot, and it's about 400 fucking scoops. It's just wow. It's just wow. So you can say good morning. I hope you guys are having a great morning or a good start to this Saturday. You know, the weekends are they don't have anyone here, so it's even slower. Um, V for Vets official corporate bank account and along with the corporate bank account, of course, the corporate PayPal, where we are. There was some issues getting the PayPal to be recognized. So KY is doing that right now. He's working on getting that thing set up so that we can finally put our PayPal on there. However, we set the account up as with Chase. And one of the things you can do, which I've never done, but KY was telling me, let's say what happened was somebody mailed us a donation check, a really good one. I can take a photo at the front and the back and send it to him, and he can load the check into the account for where he is. Yeah, I can normally do this, but I have officially stepped down as the CEO for till I'm out of the hospital. I'm way too sick to handle stuff like that, and I prefer KY to handle, well, which is by our bylaws. He handles all finances. He is the company vice president slash treasurer. And then, all the legal papers go through Bell. He's our, thank you so much. Do you like my little happy face on my. Yeah, dude. Funny shit. I love that little coffee thing. You know you do. Jealousy is swinging all over the place. The fucking smile. Oh, god damn. Upstate, it's a remarkable the steps and bounds that V for Vets has gone through and accomplished so far. The actual donation by this person via check, which you don't write out to like KY Packer or Bud Grower, even our real names, which are out there. All if you do send checks, Um, Send them to the address located below. But there's no need for that. No need to mail it there. But I will not dox KY anymore. Even though he keeps telling me he wants to join the fact that, well, whatever. The bottom line is write it out to V for Vets. Any checks should be written out to V for Vets. It is our corporate name, and we can. That's exactly how you have to deposit it into the bank account. It'd be, because some people have told us that since we will not take super chats or we won't do any of that, even if we had it, they have no way of using PayPal, so they want to send a check. That's fine. Check, money order, what have you, will end up in the V for Vets bank account. The deposit will be registered, which is the reason I'm asking everyone to help us get the subscribers we need. These subscribers will allow us to use the community page to list that kind of thing, and you'll be able to see your deposit go straight in. A copy of all our finances and all our disclaimers will be going up by KY now that he has the bank account, which will show you the deposits that he will do. Like I said, we're totally excited about that as well. But that's V for Vets, of course, channel right there. We are at 371 right now, so we basically need 129 more people in order for us to get our community page. So it's been a while. We really haven't really killed ourselves trying to get up to that total until we were closer to receiving our bank account. Back then, we had to go through the entire procedure of getting the 501c and all that nonsense. So there was no rush in us setting that up. They just, it's the way it was. But now that we do have it, and like I said, we are asking that you guys do that. Oh, look at this. Welcome in and see that. Um, yeah, we're good morning, sir. We're in the process of waking up and trying to survive. I can only drink so much of this coffee. It's like, for example, I used to, if I drink more than 2 cups, then I'm all over. My stomach gets torn up. This stuff is insanely strong coffee. I'm not into strong coffee. I'm more of a light coffee drinker. Just get you enough of that. Get you enough of that stuff going to wake you up. Oh. Plus, that there's way too many people in this building for you to really monopolize all the coffee. That's like my roommate. He'll have coffee too, so works out for the best. But good to have you in here, sir. Hopefully your coffee's a lot better than mine. Upstate, you should come up. Oh, look at this. His old lady called. All right. Which, by the way, I am going to be the best man at his wedding if he ever decides to get married. Oh, shit. Like I said, we are very honored to be a bigger part of a bigger community that we are going to be helping to serve. A lot of exciting things coming up for vets as soon as I can walk. So far, my health is actually getting better, even though I'm sick. It is getting better. I can't walk. I'm not even. I'm stuck in this bed, which is insane. My roommate was really cool last night and decided to whip by the hospital and drop off something for me. Yummy. So yeah, I'm just like I said, I need the coffee to wake up, or otherwise last night I had a show which we had. I hate to admit this, but I actually fell asleep. All right, good morning, Chad. I'm gonna put the link out, Chad, if you want to come up. I actually saw you early in the morning on Spirit's channel. I didn't have time to stop in because I had to set this up, but you guys were going at it. Wow, I was like, that's some fucking impressive shit. You were on yesterday as well with gosh, I keep forgetting the way Essence, I guess. But you guys were on there till like 4:30 in the morning, so I didn't expect to see you again. I think you said it was 7 a.m. your time when you finally got out of there. Like I said, we do have a check coming, which was written out to be for vets, which will allow us to get quite a bit of the canned food we're shooting for. Um, the what we intend to do is put 8 cans of canned food in each of these boxes. It fits just perfect, and then throw a P-36 in there, which is a can opener from the military used to use. We prefer the pop top, but we will turn down we won't turn down anything. As I was telling people, you don't even know go to the expensive stores. Go to the 99-cent store. Go to a discount store. All I need to do is see your face real quick, Chad. There you go. You can close off. You're on your way up. Morning, brother.
Good morning.
Dude, I am drinking solid ass battery acid.
Yeah,
I told you.
that's what that hospital coffee's like, dude.
They have to do that. They make a big, huge container of this shit and pass it out, and they got to make it hotter and fuck so it stays hot.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you saw the show last night, dude. It was on for about a good 15 minutes at most before I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I saw you were live, but I was already over on PDFs.
Oh
So.
God, Chad! I literally get this call from KY and Bell. They tried to keep calling me. You're asleep, dude. No, but I saw you over in Spirits. I meant to go in and say hi, but like I said, I had to get this set up.
Yeah.
I got my first cup of coffee, so I'm a little bit more awake. This weekend's gonna be great. Monday will be the day they start getting me out of this bed
That's
and
good.
into a wheelchair so I can sit near the window. Our hospital now is COVID free. There's no patients in here with it, and I've gone from yellow status to green. So
Uh,
yeah,
you
I know. We're back to that ridiculous fucking color shit. Like the warning symbol from Bush. It's a fucking gray day. Same goes here in the hospital. They break it into red, yellow, and blue. And green, sorry.
call you Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink. Mr. fucking Pink. I know, dude. I'm hoping that I'll start getting more people in here in the morning. I know this is a weekend, so there's more people out there live, but it'd be cool if I can get like about 5 people in here, like yourself or whatever, in the mornings, just to keep me company for the first 2 hours to wake up, because then the fucking parade of doctors start coming in and shit. Today they're going to be taking blood work, Chad, because they took me off the antibiotics when the doctor didn't want them to.
Yeah, I heard you. I remember you saying that. I saw you talking there with KY for a bit the other day, talking about it.
It's annoying, Chad. It really fucking is. I mean, so what you're basically telling, they did it to my roommate. He was, because they had originally given him medicine to help him go to the bathroom because he was plugged up. And then after he did that and then took this stuff and was clear, completely clear, nothing was wrong, somebody accidentally prescribes him X-Lax. So he can't figure out why he's having this problem. And then somebody goes, why the hell is he on X-Lax?
Oh
I
shit!
know.
That's why.
Exactly. And then look, Chad, now they come up and they cancel my antibiotic with a pick line in, not a IV, but a pick line. And usually you don't remove um a pick line is an indication of a long term, IV hookup.
Yeah.
Why in the fuck would they use a PIC line and then some dumbass takes me off the IV without doing a blood check? And you don't know when you're on a PIC line. They usually what happens is the procedure is for you to get a blood pallet work done to see if your white blood count is up, and then they'll stop it. But I had to stop them because at one point they were talking about removing it. I'm like, oh yeah, fuck till I hear from the doctor. You're not removing shit.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
wouldn't it be great to hear you get your blood work back that your white blood cells are working really well, even though you haven't been on the antibiotics?
oh, beyond that, you have no idea because that shit fucks me up. I'm still fucked up from that shit. It is, it's myobonic, macobang, whatever the fuck it is. It's about the strongest one they got because it's made for staph resistant fucking viruses and bacterial infections
Yeah.
and I have MRSA, so along with some other nasty ones, which is a gift that keeps on giving.
Typhoid, a couple others as well. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, but it's all good. Like I said, that would be miraculous. That would be great. That'd be really great, Chad. I really would like the fact that I would try that. Good clean coffee. Good clean coffee. Ever had that?
No. No.
Hot friend with benefits. Well, so like I said, yesterday I was on at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I actually didn't. I had one person in the room the entire time. That's it until about 6 ish, and then people started coming in. But like I
Yeah.
said, usually around that time, that's when I'm getting off.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like I wish there were more, but I'm not really. If this isn't, I'm not trying to get a buttload of people to come in at 5 in the morning. Quite frankly, a handful, like I was saying, five, maybe six people,
Yeah.
and around that would be perfect. Because again, we are really striving to exit ourselves from every drama channel, which is really hard to do.
It
It's
is.
hard because of the friends we have. But
It
my
is.
health, my health, nor my what we want to do has anything whatsoever to do with the 1A community. We are not 1A. We support the 1A. We will
Mm-hmm.
always support KY, me, and Bell. We have met people like you. I think the 1A community is strayed a little bit with the drama. But overall, I think people need to understand that the 1A community is a necessary part of what happens because we need people out there showing the injustices that are being done, to people being arrested and why. This is why, in my opinion, besides the cat, people making fun of cops and stuff. But what do you expect when you allow yourself to, um, you know, not get rid of the bad ones? And I have no problem against the good cops. It's only the bad ones. It's the ones
Yeah.
that violate the right and do shit like that. It's just.
Yeah.
And do I think we should call them names and throw things and do crap like? No, I don't. I think we should expose them, and hopefully, the police and everyone else will see what they do and take action. That would be the goal. But again, we're not 1A auditors. We are a vet and homeless friendly channel with no drama to help them.
But the
Um,
thing is, you may not be a 1A, but you gotta kind of know that because if you're out there filming, it's good to know. And if you have an interaction with the cop while you're beating homeless, get it on film. I mean, may not be 1A, but
well,
you,
there are, like you're saying, similarities to the two of us. Um, it depends on what state you're in, but California is the worst of all states for homeless people because we make money off homeless people out here, so they don't want it to end, and it becomes dangerous for us to go out there and help these people. I mean, we've been shot at, we've had knives drawn on us, we've had cops threaten us. We get a lot of shit, believe it or not. This is nothing, and I've gone over this on other shows, and I'll keep
Yep.
going over the necessity to remember that while I asked you to help these people out, I do. I don't think it's right for me anymore to guilt people not to go out and help because it's not a walk in the park. If you approach them too fast, you could get stabbed. You could get shot.
Yep.
They have been attacked and harassed so much they respond.
Yep.
You also have to take into consideration that mentally some of these people have mental issues now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at some of the women out there, and God help you, don't be stupid with them either, who have been raped, beaten, had everything stolen from them. So if you go approaching them too quick, you're liable to get maced and then stabbed. A lot of them out there are insanely grateful for any help they get, and they, even if which is the whole thing. It's a real good deal. Just be careful about what you're doing. Don't be as dumb as I was.
Yeah.
Bud learned his lessons very hard. I learned all my lessons hard, but I do learn them. And I've just told people be careful. If you don't even have to give money or food if you see a vet out there, specifically being a vet. Vets The suicide rate of the vets are conservatively 30 a month, and we know that's higher, but they won't. You can't get these statistics from the U.S. Army. They do not disseminate their information on their troops, whether it be through suicide, wounds, injuries, how many receive process. They don't do that. So you got to understand that if you go out there and you just simply talk to them, now majority of the vets that commit suicide have acclimation problems, but isolation is the biggest one. Oh, everybody, look who it is! It's Mama D. Thank you for stopping in. It's one of my favorite mods. Mama D has her back. Mama D, we got our official V for Vets corporate bank account open. We're working on getting the official corporate PayPal working. For some odd reason, it's not working. KY is taking care of that today. He has to call him up and go over to get to make sure because, like I said, then not only can you donate straight to V for Vets, but and get your write off, but it's transparent. Everyone will see what goes in and what comes out. Remember, guys, you don't need me to tell you what V for Vets is. You simply need to type up V for Vets California corporate, and all my information will come up. Who I am, what I'm doing, what bylaws we have, all that shit is now public, and we're very happy about that. Because we want everyone to understand that when you do a charity, now mind you, again, we're small. This is me talking from a perspective of a small charity group. You start getting over 100,000 or 50,000 a year, it changes your tax bracket, it changes your legal responsibilities, and it honestly changes how much work you can do. Because honestly, the more money you get, the more work you're going to have to do. We are definitely not into taking donations and having them sit in a fucking bank account. They were given for a purpose and they should be used for a purpose. So as I'm trying to say, the more money you get, the more responsibilities and work you add, the more time you got to put in. Then maybe at that point, once that's reached, we'll change our bylaws or we'll work with the state. But right now, under 50,000, we're not allowed to receive any form of payment or compensation whatsoever for Leave for Vets board members. We're not allowed to pay ourselves for working. We're not allowed to bill for money, food, or lodge when we're out doing the work. The only thing that we are allowed to use the V for Vet money for, besides the food and the supplies, would be stuff like a lawyer. Setting up the 501. Well, that's been set up now. It's good for now 3 to 5 years, if I remember right, and we don't have to worry about that, and we're tax exempt. Or like for if we want this channel to keep doing a storage unit so we can store the food. No, we have a storage unit now, by the way, for the collection of the canned foods, and of course clothes, and of course the medical supply stuff. Which, because I'm going to be bringing her on V for Vets, it's just going to be exciting. We are going to bring our we're going to bring our a nurse, our wound care specialist on the show. This is who I call my guardian angel, and she not only donates her time but her money. Remember, this is why I'm trying to do things like the fundraiser to get the don't necessarily need money. See, my thought is because I've been through this out there, somebody has got injured, like in a car wreck, or maybe they fell off a bike, but they have extra supplies for open wounds that no longer being used by them. So no, those can be donated to V for vets. Now, some of that stuff can't be used, like the disinfectants, which we're gonna have to purchase. But my nurse has spent up to $20 for a 4x4 piece of stuff that goes on the wounds. Those are your more advanced stuff. If you have an open wound that has, God, I wish I could give you all the legal stuff, the dirt and the crumb and the dead skin and neck, all that stuff.
Yeah,
You put that on top of that, it draws it out and kills it. Stuff like colloidal silver, which they'll use. There's all kind of stuff, but that stuff is a little bit more expensive, and I don't think she should have to pay for it. But you 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 gotta understand. I love her, and she has no problem doing this. But again, like with KY has no problem forking out money left, right, and center. I don't like that. I don't necessarily. I think he's done quite a bit. I think she's done quite a bit. I think I go on and I ask people for these donations, and I get dumbasses out. NC Tab, thank you for coming in. Good morning, brother. Yes, it's this is a not, this is why I only have two people here in the morning, and this is why people like D Johns are one of my favorite mods. They know we're not drama. But they try to make it drama. They tell me that I'm an e-bagger. Okay, I am. And if I e-bag for people like KY and I be e-bag for Sharon, it's me paying it forward because people have helped me so much. Not really. We don't do the drama here. And oh, and D John, just so you know, the new upstanding rule both on V for Vets, and you can get together with Bell on this, is there is no more timing out. If someone has the audacity to come in and V for Vets and try to start shit, it doesn't matter who it is, D. They get blocked. There's no more coming back. We are completely 100% done with the bullshit. We're not going to put up with it anymore. I'm not going to describe. I brought a couple people I thought were my friends on the panel, and they almost cost me some of the great. They insulted the vets to a point where I was getting calls from these people. They actually compared themselves to veterans. They called themselves hood vets on Memorial Day,
yeah,
and fuck me, that was bad, Chad. I'm sorry, but that was so bad it wasn't even funny. I almost lost this great guy from Rob, the retired vet, who has a part of a huge, huge, huge military, um, you know, um, community that does more work than I. I mean, I destroy. It's like Stephen. He's like Stephen Musial. People like that. You don't insult them. People that are doing what you want to do, like going out and helping them. Oh no, look what it is, banana.
yeah.
It's banana. I
Banana.
love banana. I love banana. I love her show. I think it is one of the most unique ones. It's a DoorDash drive along. I love why it's just so fucking. I don't know what it is, banana, but I find myself just. It's just I can't turn the
She's
channel.
entertaining. She's very entertaining. I
That's
will
just
say that.
great. And all she. I wish she'd take the fucking camera up to the doors and shit though. I am that. Or go into the restaurant and pick up the food. But it's usually she said it
Does
wasn't.
sometimes with the going into the restaurant picking up the food. She does sometimes.
Yeah, she was telling me
Seriously.
it depends on how much food she's picking up. But dude, I'm nosy. I'm a nosy ass motherfucker. See, I want to see the people that give her this. Then I want to watch the idiots that don't tip her. I mean, I just that's one thing. Look, guys, I was gonna order some food from DoorDash the other day, and they just rape the shit out of you ordering food from them. First of all, what is that delivery fee? You have a person doing that. All that money should go to the person delivering it. These companies need to bite themselves. They already make their percentage. to have like a delivery service charge or some shit. That should go straight to Banana. But whatever. I will never do what they do to her. I've never, even as poor as I am, I've gone without food. I'll still not allow one of them to go out of their way to bring me food and then not at least say thank you and give a small tip. You may not get a huge tip from me because I don't have money, but you'll get a tip from me and you'll get a thank you. I would never just do that bullshit, which I find out they do, which is she'll bring the food up to the door, and these little bastards want her to just drop it so their coward ass can't come to the door and at least thank her. God damn, I mean, at least thank her. You know damn well you did it because you don't want to pay for the gas. I mean, in California, fucking gases, they're talking about reaching $10 a gallon for fuck's sake, and you don't want to come to the door and thank her for doing it.
Yeah. Thank your DoorDash driver, people. Come on.
Yes.
Especially the Banana Anna. I mean, come on, look at her. She's a very lovely looking woman.
Well, bananas.
Wouldn't you want to
Nice.
say thank you for her to her for bringing you your food, or
Exactly.
maybe give her a tip?
How hard is it? How hard is it just to say thank you? It's like she said. Why are you gonna? Why the fuck are you gonna make me stand at the door like an idiot and waste time? I mean, seriously, guys, come on. Open the fucking door, get your food, and let her go. If you're not gonna tip her, give her a chance to not waste those precious moments and shit, jacking out, fucking around with you because you're too much of a coward to come say. But I understand. That's probably why she doesn't film it because I'm sorry, it'd be like one of those goddamn auditor things. Start calling up their house. What the fuck are you doing, bitch? Oh, so we
Yeah,
are very, very excited. I mean, we are finally in a community that actually represents what we're doing. This community is a lot bigger than the 1A community, so we'll be shifting over there more.
yeah,
We will never stop our support of the 1A community. And some channels, I'm not gonna kid you. Like, I think NC Dab had put like this. Seriously, I've given up most of my mods because I agree with what M Star said. It's just a matter of you having a mod for status. You don't need to have a mod. Like in Banana's room, she gave me a mod. God, thank you. That's so nice of you. But honestly, I would still go there whether I had a wrench or not because I usually don't go in there and benefit her in any way. I'm not in there covering for her. I'm not there. I don't drop links. I go there to see her because I can't stand the fucking drama anymore. So I definitely, if that's why I'm removing a lot of wrenches. The only people that are gonna have it like D Johns. Not only does she cover her and Bell my channel, but if they see somebody out there and they're everywhere, you
yeah,
people gotta understand. People like D Johns and Stevie Mao and Tommy Wood. These people are fucking everywhere. And if you know that certain person, I don't bring names up, decides they want to mirror you, that's a bad mistake. That's a bad mistake to mirror V for Vets. V for Vets is a registered corporation. We have an attorney on retainer for a year. We won't even play with your ass on that. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Do not fucking do it. We'll go after you. Don't mess with V for Vets. Fuck Bud. What happens to Bud is Bud. It's not about Bud. Don't go after V for Vets. Don't fuck around with V for Vets. There is no. And unfortunately, I'm going to lose a lot of friends in this community because you come in there and you start shit. You're gone. We no longer time out or hide, brother. We block your ass. That's it. You're done. Because I'm like I said, we're a part of a bigger network now than the 1A community for what we do.
yeah.
It's for what we do. It's not nothing personal, but what's the point of having a charity fundraising organization and then spending all your time doing what you don't do? Which is why I like people like Banana and D Johns to come in. I'm not worried about them. They're not drama fucking freaks. They're not in here to cause problems. They come in, they say hi, and the wonderful thing about these women is
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I mean, Banana does not come into a channel to do drama. Okay, if she goes to your channel, she's not there to start drama. But if somebody's there and starts drama with her, oh yeah, she'll defend herself or she'll defend the host.
Right, but mainly for me, and I'm not being a dick, and I understand that, but and I'm just saying that I don't help you out a lot, sweetie. Except for going on and telling people to go to your channel. I really don't help you out a lot. So if I'm not blue, it doesn't really fucking matter. It doesn't matter because you're still going to get me in there giving you some love and support. And I'm still, because your content is worth it.
Yeah,
Dumbasses. And here's another thing. Fuck you people for saying, um, God, I don't want this to come off wrong because please, I'm not trying to insult anyone, but to tell me that stations like yours or channels like yours and your e-bagging is, no, you're not. It's called value for content. Go look up No Agenda, the Adam Carolla who started podcasting. He's the inventor of podcasting. It's value. If your show gives me entertainment, then you have a right to get donations. And whether they want to call it e-begging or not, it's the same way dumbasses developed the word conspiracy theorist. Remember, that was made because of the Kennedy shooting.
yep,
Because they wanted to convince you that somehow there's a magic bullet. And then anyone that didn't believe it was a fucking retard. Oh, you're a conspiracy theory. Well, what y'all think about it, the Kennedy's son coming out and exposing the autopsy, which was finally released to the public? Yeah, there was no magic fucking bullet. It was the idiot behind running up, and it was the driver. Both shot him.
yep.
Wow. But
Yeah,
it was like back the same bullshit they give you now, Chad.
yep.
It's better if we don't let the people know for the safety of, fuck you.
Well, it's like I mean, it's like our prime
That's
minister.
it again. Like I said, that's not begging.
No,
I don't go for that bullshit term. There is no fucking begging. It's a value for value. If people don't like you, what you
I
do, they don't have to tip
have a
you.
friend that does a show on Wednesdays, and I usually try to catch her.
Hey
Um,
there.
and
Hang on, guys. My doctor. Keep talking, Chad.
she, she's she's a professional. She went to college. She's a professional musician, sings, and does a show on Wednesdays. It's called My Living Room or My Living Room Live. I think I have a wrench over here. If I do, actually, I should just drop her link. But she's, she's a really, really good singer. Music teacher, singer. Um, and she does the same thing as Banana does. She's got her, she's got a link for a tip. Link for a tip jar. Leave a tip in if you want. She does, she doesn't eat, and there are people that call her an e-bagger, but she's not e-begging. She's asking for tips. You don't have to tip her if you don't want to. You know, she likes just to thank you and amazing job on a song in a chat. That just makes her feel good too. And I know Banana does too. She knows some people can't afford to tip her that come over to her show. Heck, she's even tried to get me up on her karaoke nights a couple times, trying to get me to do karaoke. I'm never drunk enough to do karaoke. Bud's talking to his doctors again, or nurses, one or the other. It is easy to sing for hours and take requests. I've seen a few others that do it too. Banana. Yeah, it is. It is just nice to hang out with people on Sunday night.
I'm
I,
back. But banana, no, I know. I don't want you to think that one. I think that, like I said, I am that type of person. I really am. That if you put on a show like your karaoke show, and you sing and do your stuff that whole entire show. It's like going to a show, going to a stand up, going to whatever. You deserve compensation, and since you're not charging people, and all you're doing is asking people to do what they want to do. And in this society right now, with where they have basically taken our jobs away and locked us into our houses and stuff, what are we supposed to? This is a new era. It's a new way of doing things. And trust me when I tell you this, every person that comes in here that has a channel that makes a comment and anywhere about what's all this eBay going on, follow them back to theirs. And you'll notice they have the same shit up, but they word it different. They word it
Yes.
like, let's piss somebody off and raise this. Bite me. So I don't
Or,
go for that anyway.
or another channel, which I won't mention names, but another channel as they do. Uh, we like to play this game where anybody that's on the panel is fair game, and you can pay to have them kicked off.
You know what, dude? That's the same thing. And look
Yeah,
at this. You're right. She will not be able to be monetized. Why should she not be able to be compensated for the work that she does?
yeah.
Going up there to begin with, and I'm not kidding you, Banana. You really, I could never do that. I would probably pass out with embarrassment because I cannot sing. Now, mind you, I've heard people going up there singing that really aren't good singers, but I give them I give them all the kudos in the world because I could never do that. But anyway, look at my coffee. What do you think of this, dude? You gotta love that. See that guy? It's a little happy face in my
Yeah,
coffee. I mean, it brings it home, is what it does, Chad. It brings it home.
yeah.
Sunday morning, would you? How would you like to go into a coffee place and get your coffee, and the first thing you see is a happy face? Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, makes you feel good.
But we leave vets and KY especially. God bless KY guys. He's being like I said, he got hit with those taxes, and I'm not happy about it. Then I got dumbasses sending me notices calling me PayPal. But okay, I'm PayPal Bud. I wish I was like PayPal Patty. That motherfucker makes a lot of money, and my money would go to the vets and repaying KY and stuff like that. And I'm not asking for money so I can go out and get clothes or pay for a movie. Or not. I mean, clothes. I own things I need, and unfortunately, since I can't work, since I can't do what I do, which is reselling items, I used to go out because I'm really good at sales and go to and buy the storage units. Now I'm one of those good people. I purchase storage unit and I'll go in if I find any really personal items, I'll give it back to the person. They can compensate me a little bit on what I got the unit for, and then I give it back to them. So,
Yeah,
but
but
that's what I did. That's what I did. I made just enough because I don't need a lot of money, guys. But if it wasn't for the
I find a lot of the people that I follow that do storage units, like treasure hunting with Jeebus, the Jeebus family, and then What the Hales. They all do that. They all, if there's anything, the first thing they do when they win their storage unit is they ask, "Is there anything the owner wants back?"
yeah, and then they because it's like all I need is I am disabled. That's I've always said this. I am but I prefer to try to get back into the workforce. I had some offers now, but I can't do them. They're part-time jobs, counter help or customer service. Yeah, because I can't do any lifting or anything anyway. When I get out here, I'll be in a wheelchair. And what's really disgusting is Walmart used to hire disabled people as greeters at the front door. A lot of them are ending that practice.
Yeah,
Hell, McDonald's has greeters. They hire the elderly. Now, don't get me wrong; they get tax breaks and stuff for doing that, and they get paid money. Some of them for actually doing it. I don't care. It's better than just sitting home doing nothing. So as soon as I can do anything, well, one of the first things I'm doing is going out, guys. You just have no idea how much shit that I have to do when I get out of here, which I'm looking forward to for V for Vets. And I keep saying this because I am this exciting. But you look at I'm going to the Arizona border. Yeah, it's dangerous. I didn't
But,
realize just how, that's again how stupid I am. But it doesn't matter. I'm still going. Chad, it was impossible finding someone, and now I finally have been able to find someone to
yeah.
go out there with.
Well, I was here the day the day you met Ron or
Rob
Rob.
is a Yeah,
Rob.
Rob's a great. Rob the Red Vet is a great guy with his channel Hard Luck Survival,
Yeah.
which I put the
Ash
link
even
out.
I sent Ash the link. Ash even I was talking to him. He even went over and he's like, "This guy's amazing."
Oh my God, his channel is amazing. His
Yeah.
community is amazing. It's what he's like a Steven Mutual. He's one of the things you want to strive to get to when it comes to
Mm.
helping the homeless, helping people in general. Again, he's a very hardcore retired Marine, God, country, family, and no drama zone. So again, anyone that doesn't want to have any drama, there's where you definitely go, because if you start drama or you bring drama, you're out.
Yeah.
There's no second chance. You're out. That's where I've adopted it for V for Vets. No, if you if you found the necessity to come in and play your games, and you're gone for good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wonderful,
that's the
wonderful
thing
thing.
with the YouTube streets. They all like to play their little games, and
Well, and the wonderful thing about V for Vets, and I'm just saying, is that it is a corporation, so it has board members.
yeah.
And it's not like if I decide to do something that has to be voted on, it has to be voted on.
Hmm.
And the other board members have determined that we really have no, since we are shifting our main focus to a homeless vet organizations and channels.
Hmm.
There is no need to drag the drama over, because the insult that happened that night, Chad. And I really, that was my fault. I even told the guy that. I told Rob it was my fault. I was not paying attention. But the bottom line is, and you saw how shocked I was, I had to go back and listen. I don't mind people with their opinions, but this is not a First Amendment channel. You don't get to come up here and talk shit about the vets of the homeless. You don't get to
Yeah.
make dumb comments that would piss off the ones that are giving us the most support. Again, I had one person call me up because they were all mad, and they're like, "Whoa, you're gonna let this person dictate how you run your channel?" Yes. Are you out of your flipping mind? When I get told I'll be given, like, say, $1,000 to go feed the homeless in LA, why would I piss that person off when what I do is help feed the homeless and stuff?
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not gonna do it. You know what? Yes, so I will. I will. Just the same way they do with their drama crap.
Yeah.
But so
And
that's the way to, don't come in and try to ruin that. They insulted those. I don't know if you read chat. Dude, I had to go back and read the chat. I almost started fucking crying. It was like ridiculous. Again, I was bleeding at the time. I'm not gonna lie. You remember I was sick as
yeah,
fuck.
I
I
remember.
should have I should have ended the damn show, dude, but no, I did not. Instead, I figured, well, I'll just let him go, and I made a mistake,
Yeah.
which was then brought up at the board meeting, and now Bell and them have voted in the fact that there will be no more of that. It doesn't matter who it is. If you go up there and do that, you will be banned, not blocked, banned, just literally banned. You will never come back to our channel again. I'm not, and I'm telling you, B for Bets is not one of those channels where you can afford to attack us, because while we may not, we have the means of knowing who you are, whether you like it or not. You take that any way you want. We have professional computer hackers that will know who you are, and regardless of that fact, we also have an attorney that will contact YouTube, find out who you are, and you will be sued and permanently banned. Not just, so all we're saying is come into V for Vets and have a good time, but leave the drama behind. It's not what these channels are about. We
Yeah.
really, that's why I'm not worried about having one person in here at 5 o'clock in the morning. Chad, fuck it. We are never gonna monetize. We're never gonna fucking use super chats. We're never gonna have memberships. We're not giving YouTube a fucking penny out of what should go for the homeless project.
Yeah. No,
And for the
and I agree 100% with that.
and for the first time, we are on the cusp of going from a small nobody, pissant little fucking organization. This guy can get us thousands of subscribers within a month,
Yeah.
and we are going to start building, and hopefully we will reach that $50,000 tax break area where we need to hire someone. I mean, I don't mind the work, but right now the work I'm putting in, if I wasn't disabled, would be I understand this, which is why I don't give people a hard time. You still got to go out there and feed. You still got to go out there and pay your rent and stuff. So, but Bud Grow is disabled. He doesn't. I don't have a. I just need a part time job. I don't need a full one. My disability won't allow it. That if I make too much money, they'll cut it off, and I'll lose my medical. So I can't afford to do that. So I'm just letting you guys know I have plenty of time, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to pay this all back forward. I mean, I am in a position where I need help, and I'm any help I get now to the time I heal in a month and a half, 2 months. I plan to pay forward with the vets. That's going down to the border, even if it is a little bit risky. I say that now. I'm the type of person who wants you to know that because if I get shot, no whining will amend. But it's like getting arrested.
Those poor guys. I'll say it this way: just knowing Rob, from the few times I've watched his channel and the time that I met him up here on your channel, I'd say that I pity the fool who shoots at the bud.
Well, dude, these coyotes are animals, but that little conversation we had that night, Chad, let's get fucking real. These are ex SEALs. You really think I'm going to be worried about a bunch of fucking cartel pussies? I'm
No,
not saying they're not dangerous people, but fuck you, man. I'm surrounded by fucking retired vets. I'm not worried.
yeah,
I
exactly.
have no worry whatsoever in my. I don't give a fuck. I don't. And again, we are really pushing toward the channels and stuff that drama free that are just there to help people.
Yeah,
And I have, like I said, all the mods I will ever need. And you just don't come into V for Vets anymore because we are a legal corporation. We're not even just a normal YouTube channel. And I don't want to keep. I'm going to let this go because it's just very disheartening that we almost lost a couple really big supporters from the veteran community because someone decided it'd be acceptable to compare themselves as a gang member to the U.S.
yeah,
military.
yeah.
That was just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, that's what
Look,
I remember the conversation, and I
yeah,
was
dude, I know, that was just dumbass for letting that happen. So now they went in and they voted, and no, there's no more of that shit. You come in and start talking crap about the homeless, your opinion is not wanted. Your opinion is not wanted about vets. And this bullshit comment that a vet who does not serve in actual war is a toy soldier. Wow. That motherfucker's gone. That channel is gone. They keep trying. They've emailed me. They've texted me. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come back. No, I'm not going anywhere near you. You toy soldier? Toy soldier? Are you out of your fucking mind? You sit on that fucking panel with your stupid fucking channel and you have the right to talk because of vets. Whether these vets went off to war or not, they served a purpose in the U.S. military.
yeah.
And they were ready to go at any given time. Try to remember, guys, that when you become a vet or a soldier, you give up your life. Oh, look, good morning, Taz. We're
Well,
having our early morning
I'll chime
coffee.
in. I mean, like I've said to you many times, I come from a family that has a lot of vets. Like I have an uncle who was a vet. I have my grandfather on my father's side was a vet. I had, family members on my mother's side. All of my grandfather's brothers served, except for one. Um, but, or sorry, two, except for two. But I mean, like I look at it as the aspect, like my grandfather is a prime example. Ah, yes, the cards.
Because we're keeping our promise to the American veterans, and that's exactly what it was, guys. You came in, we said, please go off to war for us, and we'll support you. And then when they get home, we have idiots calling them toy soldiers if they didn't actually go to war. I mean, this is an insult to every single vet, whether they went out there and got shot or not.
Well, you gotta also take into
Yeah.
consideration. I mean, you also have to take into consideration too that history too, because you don't know the reasons why they may not have gone to war. Like prime example, my grandfather. Okay, my grandfather was an Air Force was in the Air Force, and he was training to be a bomber. And they found out very early on he was colorblind. Well, when your two buttons that you need to know are red and green, and you can't see red,
You can't see the
you keep
difference.
blowing
No.
the damn potentially keep blowing the damn plane up.
Well, you know what, Chad? It comes down to that. It's just a matter of respect. And
Yeah,
like I said, I don't. Okay,
I mean,
whatever.
my grandfather he wanted to serve
And
in
so did I. And the
in
same thing.
the
My
military,
eyes were not good enough.
but, but because of the fact that he was colorblind, it restricted him on what he could do in the Air Force. So, you know, he didn't see action. He didn't see duty. So, according to this particular channel you're referring to, he would be classed as a toy soldier. I don't see him.
Well, there's just I'm just saying. Stop that because that's drama in itself. But I will never disrespect a veteran and call him a toy soldier.
Oh, neither would I.
I
No,
just It's just so fucking stupid, dude. However, like I said, we this is what we do. The same way as I when I go into a room, like if I went into Banana's room, like I hate karaoke. Say, well, what the fuck would I go into a room for and say, you guys just suck anyway? Why what the fuck? Why would I do that? How about you just don't come in? Like I said, we got one person in the room right now, maybe two. I don't care. I love the fact that they showed up and stuff, but that's fine. The other ones that don't come into the room, that's fine. I'd rather have you not come in.
mm,
You don't have to like me. You don't have to like the cause. Just don't come in. We are
yeah.
striving to get the people that want to do that, and that's the homeless community. And I am, yes. When you do things, when you decide, like I was telling one person, I won't bring up their name, but you got to make your choice. You got to make your choice if you want to go around to these drama channels or you want to help the vets. And I have no problem with them doing what makes them happy. As a matter of fact, I suggested. I said, I'm not telling you not to help the vets, but I'm just saying, God, you're happy. Do what
Well,
makes you happy, bro. Do what makes you happy.
yeah.
But you gotta pick. You really do. Unfortunately, in this situation, we have to get us into the military and the homeless channels because as much as I love my brothers, like I'll tell you right now, I don't know what it would be like to lose a friend like Ice Cold. He's controversial auditor, but I love Ice. I've been with this man when I go out to feed the homeless. Not to mention, he saved my life. When we first went out, the first time we went out, I jumped out of Tommy's truck and ran over to the vet, and the guy pulled a knife. If it wouldn't have been for Ice grabbing me and pulling me back, that man would have cut me like up open like a fucking chicken. He
Yeah.
literally dodged that knife at me, and Ice pulled me back. But I've seen Ice go out there and help the homeless. I've seen him pay for his when he barely had any money and nowhere to go. He was still out there contributing gas money and food money. So I will never give up someone like Ice Cold. I will support Ice to the bitter end. When he went, it doesn't matter to me.
Well,
I view what his work was with the homeless.
it's like you said though. I mean, if you're expecting drama and you're coming to be for vets, you're in the wrong place.
Yeah.
You know?
And like I
I mean,
said, you
I know enough to know that if I see, for example, if I see you're live on your own channel, like you are right now, yeah, there might be a tad smidgen of drama on your own personal channel, but
what
If you're on V for Vets, no, it's all business. It's all serious. There's no drama.
I try. There
Yeah,
is no physical way for me not to fuck up. First, I've had people text me that, well, it wasn't that drama. Yeah, it was, and I'm sorry, but
yeah.
but V vets we try to keep, like I said, strictly to the homeless guys.
Yeah.
We try to keep it to the rate
The
because
the homeless or veteran talk.
which by the way was brought on by our own fault. I had got this restaurant owner to pledge every 2 weeks 30 pizzas. Unfortunately, what happened was I was still doing the Upstate and Bud show and and that was a 420 channel. Um, a lot of religion. I mean, don't get me wrong, not all of them feel this way, but you will get a large group of people like churches and stuff that would normally donate. This came straight from a guy that Stevie Musial. Stevie Musial had got some donations for us until they saw the show. They pulled back the donation. There were substantial donations at the time. So that's when you got to decide what you're going to do.
Yeah.
That's the reason and the only reason that I stopped the the Upstate Bud 420 show. I I distanced myself completely from the 420 stuff. I had a lot of friends out there right now that want me to go back to their channel. I can't even. I really just chilling in their room is causing problems because it's the way it is. It's just the way it is. And if you want to make a channel that does donations and stuff and get it to help people, then you gotta act that way accordingly to what it is.
Well, I mean, it's like, I mean, for example, if you guys are doing, your V for vets, and I happen to come over and come up on panel, I don't bring up the topic of weed, even though sometimes I might be sitting here smoking it. I don't bring it up.
No, and hopefully, Chad, when we do start doing more live feeds, we'll be going out and stuff. Also, anyone that comes up on panel, we'd love to hear. It's all about at that point the homeless. It's all about the thing. We're not gonna. We probably will never have open chat night at V for Vets anymore because that was a mistake.
Yeah,
That was a mistake. And Bud Grower, however, the reason I keep this alive is for that specific reason. You can come up here and still I don't want to associate it with too much to do with all that nonsense, but it would have been a lot better if those conversations never took place at all, never.
yeah,
And we won't let them do it here on V for Vet or Bud Grower either. Bud Grower is not going to have because Bud Grower doesn't believe that shit. I don't believe that any military person, whether they went to war or not, is a toy soldier.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think the homeless are the cause of their own misery. Not all of them. I mean, they're using the excuse of a portion of these people to justify putting them down and giving them shit. We had this one guy on a channel tell me that every time he goes out, he goes by and lets them know how much they need to get a job and stop being a plague on society. So you'll take the energy to go kick somebody when they're down, but you won't take the time to give them some food. I mean, honestly, dude, there's a guy called Invisible People. He goes around and does just that. But before he does it, Chad, he finds these people. He gets permission to go talk to their caseworkers. He finds out what needs to be done for them to get into a place to live.
hmm
Once he gets that, then he goes back out and talks to them. But, because the bottom line is if you're not going to help get rid of the problem, you are part of the problem.
yeah, yeah,
And here's nothing. Why don't you do your civic duty? Why don't you see? Here's the thing that kills me. Yeah, they're messy, but you've seen shows like Hoarders. This is a condition, people. It's not
yeah,
because. And then there are the ones who are, but they're crazy to a degree. We're not going to get. There are going to be the ones out there that throw, but that's not limited to homeless. Are you that blind? You don't see idiots driving them to McDonald's. They'll get in their car and they'll start throwing shit out the window, even though there's a trash can 10 feet away. There you go. But then you want to pick on somebody who has mental conditions living on the street, especially women. Women get raped out there all the time. I mean, come on. And then you're going to give them shit about being a hoarder. Well, homeless will hoard things because they can trade and sell.
Yeah.
What we need to do is we need to constantly go out there once a week and help them clean. Then the mess would go away, and then at least you could live with yourself for letting them be homeless. But anyway, Chad, those are the things I was trying to bring up because I'll be changing my number here soon, Chad. I'll give you my new one because
I don't think I have your old one anyway already.
I'm tired of the what I call the ghost text because then I try to respond and they're gone. I found out you could get a program to generate fake numbers and send texts so they can't be traced back to you. But the nonsensical shit that they call me names for asking for help for like my dog. Well, fuck you. Okay, I did. I don't go on V for Vets and do that. We don't do
Yeah,
PayPal's
but the
other
thing
than
is,
for V for
but I
Vets. I did
mean,
it here on Bud Grower.
but the thing is though too. I mean, okay, I look at it this way, and this is the way I look at yourself. Okay, I don't see you as an e-digger. Never have, never will. Okay,
But I have asked for help.
you're yeah,
I have
you're
asked for help.
you have asked for help, but I mean that doesn't just because you're asking for help doesn't make you an e-digger though.
Well,
It
according to these people, that's exactly what it is.
well, yeah, but these some I'll say it this way: some of these people that are calling you an e-digger, and I know who some of them are. Some of them are just as guilty as you are.
Well, that's my point. I go to their places and they got the fucking PayPal shit up.
Yeah,
Dude, what in the fuck? Well, which, and again, I don't have a problem with them doing that because, again, value for value.
but I
If
mean,
you don't like the value of a person's show, don't donate.
yeah,
Banana Anna would never be in my book considered an e-beggar because she has a show which
no,
she
no,
should be compensated for her time.
yeah. Well, it's like with Ash and I. Well, use Ash and I as another example. Okay, we Ash, if he puts his PayPal up, that's usually up for one of two
Good.
reasons.
The man goes out and feeds the fucking homeless, dude. Are you people
That's
insane? How about paying it forward? He doesn't.
exactly,
He
exactly,
he
and that
he
would be
goes
one of
out
the
there
reasons why he puts his PayPal up. Well, because the fact is that he is putting money towards the homeless. I mean,
and in
and
Canada, it's become a nightmare to do
yes,
anything.
yep,
I'm sorry, but again, that's the way it is. But like I'm
yeah.
gonna update our people that are in here now before they walk out. But B for
The other
Vets
thing,
open. E
the
for
other
Vets
thing he
open.
asks for. Sorry, but
Go ahead because I was gonna ask you before I forget. Have you worked out a schedule for us to go over there
as far as I was aware, in last conversation with Ash, we were good to go for Sunday.
this up
So
and coming Sunday or next Sunday? I gotta let KY know and then the time because we looked for you guys last Sunday and we hadn't confirmed it yet though.
yeah,
But
we did.
honestly,
We didn't
we were
show
looking
up.
forward.
Dash was busy with some other things, and he had a death. He had a good friend that passed away.
No,
So
I know. I'm just saying
yeah,
it's an honor for us to come over to your guys' show. We'd
yeah,
love to go there.
yeah.
KMI and me were looking for it. I'll just let
I
you
know
know
we
that.
were
So
talking about going this Sunday with you guys. That
that'd
was
be awesome.
the plan, but I haven't heard anything back from Ash since he was supposed to message me 2 days ago and let me know that he reset up the StreamYard, and that was where I was going with the other thing. The other times, if he doesn't have a vet, if he puts his PayPal up and doesn't have something he's going on with that he's planning on doing with the vets, if he makes any money off his PayPal, he puts that towards StreamYard.
Y'all know you love that coffee. Look at that.
Reminds me of going to Tim Hortons every morning.
Smiley face brings that shit home. You know it. Anyway, um, so yeah, for
So
those out there,
we don't hide where we put. I mean, I don't put my PayPal out there. I have a PayPal. I've never put it out there on the YouTubes.
well, that's the issue with the PayPal. I just let people know. I know I'm getting all these nasty texts about certain things. That's all right. Again,
But you know,
honestly speaking, the drama in this community has reached a peak of ridiculousness, especially with the porn bombing. I don't know who the fuck justifies that nonsense. I lost a great friend, Chad. You know who I'm talking about, but don't bring up the name. If he would have said I was just completely smashed and I'm a dumbass, I would have let it go. I mean, I wouldn't have been happy with it, but I would have understood. Don't do it again. But and I don't know this shit because I don't go looking for it. I did not know what actually happened. So when Known Justice sent me some clips, and I sat there in utter fucking amazement that this lunatic did this for a 6 pack of fucking beer. And so I call him up, and he basically justifies it, saying it's okay if they're with it. No, you know what, dude? I don't, and then the idiot that porn bombed them justifies it an eye for an eye. You know, first of all, don't bring God up. Second of all, um, if you know if you come over my house and rape my daughter, if I had one, that doesn't give me the right to go over and rape your daughter. You have now just become a piece of crap, just like they are by doing the porn bombing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't get it, but you know what,
Yes.
dude? I'm not. We're not into the drama. So hey, good morning. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna deal with that, Chad. I don't want to drag that drama over here, but I can't believe what's going on in
Yeah.
a
No,
community that I once
I get
loved.
it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Porn bombing needs to stop
I
in a
mean,
1A
hey,
community.
listen. I'm in. Listen. I don't purposely go out and seek drama. Okay. But if you bring drama to my door, or you bring drama, like if for example, if somebody brought drama to your door, oh hell, I'm gonna go into full troll mode and protect you.
And you know what? God bless you. But you know how I deal with these idiots now? I just don't deal with them. You now, and this is just the way it's going to be. Because like I told you, the mods that I have in my room, you get blocked. I
Yeah.
will not respond. I will not retaliate. I mean, even after what they just did. Now, look, Chad, let me give you an idea what they did to me just recently. About a year and a half ago, when I was living with who I used to call Pickle Brain,
Mm-hmm.
this person doxed me KY. And then said that my roommate, my landlord, found out about it and brought his meth buddy over, and they attempted to kill me, and the cops were called. That is what this person did to me
Yeah.
for nothing that I did to them.
Yeah.
Now I let this go because what's the point? However, then I come up just recently, and they did it yet again, and
Mm-hmm.
let this idiot know my new address, and now his meth-headed drug dealing buddy basically starts texting me that he's coming for me. Okay, are you out of your fucking mind? Are you? I mean, really, seriously, the guy tried to kill me. The first time I would understand, you didn't know that it was that bad, but to do it again, and now my life is threatened again. And it's not even my life. You're a dumbass for I've told him this. I'm just giving you this disclaimer so that if anything does happen, I'm not going to jail.
Yeah.
But you are not coming to my place with my owner of this place. The guy breeds Rottweilers. The guy has AK-40. He will fuck you up. And then even if you do get your worthless drug ass fucking method to get to the back of the fucking build where I live, he gets to deal with my roommate. And he gets to deal with the cops. He gets, don't do that. That it's just not worth it. You don't like me, call me every name. And why would you dox me like that and have a meth head come after me?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just over what? Because I don't agree with you porn bombing somebody, whether it's an eye for an eye or not. And I'm sorry, but I have ways of knowing who you are now. I have programs that are illegal that let me know who you are. You cannot hide who the fuck you are.
By the way, speaking of the fact that you were just recently porn bombed, I did pass that along to Citizen Z. He actually said to tell Bud to reach out to me and let me know if he knows who it was, so we can
Oh, Chad.
deal with him.
I have people that will deal with them that are animals that have computer hackers that they're not the ones you want to fuck with. I'm not even worried about people hackers,
Citizen Z is
but that
one. Citizen Z is one. Well,
is a
he's
great guy. I've heard about it, yes. And you know what, bro? I don't thank you so much, but honestly, it's drama. It's accelerating the nonsense.
yeah.
The only,
He,
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to involve a third party that's not part of my organization. I'm not going to. I'm not. I'm just. I need to get away from that nonsense, which is why I'm changing my phone number.
yeah.
Because
No,
right
I
now
understand
it's all flapping of the lips, Chad.
that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not worth it. Oh god damn. I'm not a big channel. I don't got hundreds and hundreds of, thousands of subscribers. I'm an ant.
Yeah,
People, why do you call yourself an ant? Because, bitch, I am an ant. Let me give
yeah,
you an idea. Nobody in the 1A community is big. Nobody. There is no big auditors. There's no such thing. Louder with Crowder will get 75,000 people in his room within 30 minutes. That is a big channel. You get 300, 1,000 people in your room, you're nothing. You have
yeah,
100,000 people, you're nothing. This guy
yeah,
has 7.8 million people.
yeah,
That is someone to worry about. And then when you look at me, 371 fucking people in V for Vets. I am a speck.
yeah,
I'm an ant. I'm
exactly.
a grain of fucking sand. I'm not worth your time.
Yeah,
There's nothing I will do. We don't retaliate. Have you ever once, dude? I want to show this video. It makes me look like a complete douche. But you guys ever heard of Tammy Linlin?
yeah,
Holy shit, I love him. I love the guy we made up, but he did a show called Fuck Bud. And I didn't go out and say anything to him. That's not the way this works. We don't retaliate. We don't go around attacking people because
hmm,
we just let it go. So, like I said, we're nobodies. You're not going to get me running around talking massive shit. I don't bring up the names. But you're going to threaten me. I'm going to let people know. But then I have people to take care of me, so I'm not worried about that anymore.
yeah.
But again, like I said,
I'm the same way. Like, I mean, I'm like you. I'm like a baby ant compared to you, but for subscribers. But
there is no difference between you or me. I
yeah,
do not have enough subscribers to be considered anything other than an ant. But you know what I
yeah,
do? I raise money for homeless. And the only
yeah,
the only thing you would do or causes that money to be taken away from that. Why would you do that? You're not getting back at me. You're hurting those that need it the most. So really, dude, I'm no better or bigger than you are. I'm no different. There is no
yeah.
difference between you and me, bro.
Well, no,
We
I
are
mean,
we don't have anything where there's nothing. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to insult you, dude, but
I
like
know.
me, there's nothing I do that will affect you.
Yeah,
I mean, other than me and you having a fight, but that's the same way as if me and my roommate have a fight. Who the fuck cares? So no, we don't. V for Vets
yeah.
is not
I mean,
that
like,
way.
I mean, I would say it this way. I mean, I would give you the comparison of being on the same par as Ash. You have the same amount. You have the same amount of subscribers. I mean, compared to you and Ash, I'm still fairly small in the game. But the thing is that I'm a very opinionated person. I will stick up for people I consider friends, and I don't have a problem going and dealing with shit. But I mean, if you start, like, and I'll say it this way: an issue I have with a particular drama channel, and like I said, like you said, I'm not going to bring up names, but they tried to porn bombed Essence and I the other night,
Mm,
you
I
know,
heard
and
that.
thought it was funny, and they're poking fun at Essence and doing things, you know, and they're calling me a liar because the fact is, oh well, she told you to say that. Like, no, uh, I spoke I spoke with her daughter personally, and know full well that that picture you're showing at that time was at a family gathering. Yes, it was at a bar, but the thing was, she was 13 at the time.
You know, there's the other thing. Don't dox children for fuck's sake. They haven't done anything to you. Don't go after me.
But
Go after me.
this particular
Why
channel
would you?
I'm talking about right now, that's what they do. They go after women, they go after children, and they go after smaller channels
Well, that's sad, dude.
because
I'm
because
sorry
they
to
have
hear that.
nothing because they can't come up with original content.
That's it. The drama is all about the content and the money and the clicks and views, and then their
Yeah,
PayPal's, which they bitch everyone else at. But that's exactly why they do it. They don't even. A lot of the times, I don't think they even mean what they're saying. They're just trying to stir up some drama.
yeah.
One of the most
But,
famous ones for doing that, remember that I call the godfather of this bullshit, was Polly. He would go around to a channel, start a fight, and then say, "Come back to my channel and let's resolve it."
yeah,
Great, great. That was his content. That'll work. I mean, again, like I said, and I don't want to spend too much more time just going over that,
This,
but
yeah, but
no the drama.
this particular channel I'm referring to, that's what they do. Same thing as Polly. But then when you get there, you're not just dealing with them. You're dealing with everybody that's on their panel, and they're gonna talk over you. So
Yeah, and
you
there's the other thing. I do not want people going around starting fights over what's happened with Beaver Vet, sir. But you know what, dude? They've called me every name in the book. Really seriously, I could care less what they think about me. We only got what? If I only get 3 people in this room for the rest of the entire night, they're 3 quality people. That's all I care about. And
exactly. And
like I said,
I mean,
some
I don't
morning.
like, for example, okay, with me right now. I mean, yeah, do I have a little bit of heat on me right now with some of the drama channels? Yeah, I do. But I mean, I'm not coming here to start drama and cause problems with you
Thank
for
you.
you, right?
Well, and I appreciate that, but trust me, you got D-Johns in the chat, man.
Oh, I'm glad.
I've given them permission. Any drama, they can throw you off the panel, ban you out of this room. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just not going to deal with it anymore.
but
And then
I'll
I
say
get
this:
people like
bad
you.
word for Johns. You know, she's an amazing person. I've
Well,
had
and Chad, you come here. I've been told specifically by people like they come here because they don't want to they don't want to they don't want to come here and listen to drama anymore. They'd rather come into actually, this is what they've said. They'd rather come into a room with a small amount of people. Okay, fine, I'm good with that too. This gives me, because I'm trapped in this room, dude. I'm a hyper person and I'm trapped in this room. I cannot go anywhere. I can't get out of bed.
yeah.
And then honestly, they need to bring a Hoyer lift to get me out of the bed. I mean, come on, dude. And that's bad enough. But then I get idiots coming in and trying to attack the channel.
No, it's just, look, I look at it this way. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, if they, if for example, if I was here and somebody came into the chat and started trying to, I mean, start trying to do something, say something to me to get me riled up. I know full well they start in drama. If they're in here starting drama, D Johns or Bell or Mao or anybody like that you have down in your chat that's got a wrench. They're going to get rid of them. And I would just simply say, if you want to deal with this, next time I'm personally like, come on, we'll talk about it.
Now, to your credit, we voted on you.
Oh,
You watched.
really?
Oh yeah, because to your credit, brother, you did not add to that nonsensical.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't join in. You honored what I asked you to honor. You didn't go up there. You didn't start dumb comments. You didn't support it. Therefore, you're back.
Yeah.
As for the two that did it, well, I made it clear to you, brother. I don't go out there and look for problems with people anymore. So it's sad because they were my friends, and I can't have them on these bits. But the military people that were in the room at the time are not happy, Chad. I'm not playing with you. I don't know if you read the comments going on, but that was.
I saw a couple of them, and that's why I didn't. I mean, like I don't. Okay, first off, what was said, I don't agree with. Just letting you know, right off the bat, I didn't agree with it. That's why I didn't chime in on it. That's why I didn't say anything, because it's not my place to say anything on that. And then that's a matter of their opinion. That's their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions.
And you're right, Chad.
It's like you said. I don't see a gang member as being a veteran. Okay. Now somebody like myself who stands up for rights and freedoms and has never served in the military. I mean, I've had vets say I'm more of a vet than these guys are.
Well, honestly, they took it as stolen valor.
Yes, they did. They took, yeah. Exactly. I mean, and I don't go
Whoa.
to my own horn and say, "Oh, I'm a vet." No, I'm not a vet. I'm not a vet. Even though I'm a freedom fighter, I've stood up for my rights the same as vets do, fighting in the wars for us, fighting for our
But
freedom. But
that's
I don't
not,
think I
even
should.
if you do similar items. It's I don't mean to cut you off, but it doesn't matter how many what you do. If you didn't serve in the U.S. Army, military at all, for whatever reason, you're not a vet. You can
Yeah,
say that you're an activist. You can say that you're a freedom fighter, but you can't compare yourself to the military. The
yeah,
military get that honor from us, or they're supposed to get that honor from us
yes,
because they protected our rights. Now people go, "Well, I don't like the war." That's not no. They signed up and they swore an oath to protect the Constitution and the freedom of these people, and they'll go where they have no choice.
yeah, exactly, exactly. You know, I mean, like I personally, one of my personal biggest honors, um, dealing with the vets when I was on the hill. I was there. I was beside a buddy of mine that was doing an interview with this particular female vet that was, she had served, served in I can't remember every war or all the wars she served, but she served in the past 10 years. She served in multiple wars. She's a fourth generation veteran as well. And I'm there, and man, not filming because I didn't have. I was in the midst of between batteries, and I actually, to be honest, had no batteries because my batteries were dead. I was in the milk process of going to get battery charged. And she was so impressed with me just from my casual conversation that I was having with her. She given this guy a bag of Canadian flags pins. Now these particular Canadian flag pins are veteran exclusive pins. You either get them because you're a vet, or the vet respects you.
No,
I was honored and privileged for her to say, make sure he gets one.
and that's something, by the way, I have to do constantly, which I have no problem doing. I make it wildly clear I am not a vet. I never served in the U.S. military. My father did. I lived on military bases with him. I'm a family member. I am not a vet. But they're shocked that I'm the one running V for vets. I've even had several people tell me that I need to step down because I was not a vet, and a non vet should not be running a channel to help vets. Yeah, man.
But the thing is, though, too. I mean, I would tend to disagree with that statement that a non-vet should be running a channel that's for vets.
You
Just
know, that's
because no, the reason why I say that is because, simply put, okay, you just stated exactly the reason why you're running the channel. You're a family member to vets. You have
yeah, but
vets in your family.
even if you're not a vet, why? Why do you think that we should limit? The one thing we've always gone over is if we bring both the military people and their family members together, we'll do a lot more. But it's not just about that, I realized. If say you don't have a family member as a vet and you never served as a vet, why would I turn down your help to feed
Exactly.
or do something for a vet? Why would they think that's acceptable? I
Because
mean,
it
what the fuck is you people doing,
does.
dude? How about
Exactly.
this? I'm a free person because of the vet. Ergo, I have a right to thank him.
Yeah.
I have a right to thank you. If you're willing to put your blood on the line for me, then I'll have no problem putting my life on the line for you. I just couldn't serve the military. That doesn't mean there's any reason I shouldn't be helping them. And that's I'm
Well,
lucky though. I have people like KY and Bell who are vets. You
I know.
know, as Graham's not a vet, he's one of my brothers. He goes out and busts his ass every time he goes out for the homeless and the homeless vets. Stevie Mao, I don't think he's a vet either. Or Elmongus. You know, you guys don't hear a lot about Elmongus, but I don't know if he's a vet. I really don't know if he's a vet or not, but it doesn't matter. He still supports Tommy Wood, Ice Cold Audits, and then in mods, certain mods that come in and protect beaver vets like Dijon's.
Yeah.
Why would that fucking matter? I mean, and you know what's really disgusting about a comment these people make is they're not doing shit for the vets. They're not out there raising money for homeless vets. They're not out there getting care packets. They're not trying to establish a network for the suicide. They're not doing anything.
No.
They just want to make comments. And then you got idiots that attacked us a year and a half ago because we went out to feed the vets and the fucking cops had chased them away. We had over what 30 fucking sandwiches that were going to go bad, so we passed them out to the homeless and we got bloodily attacked. I thought you were a vet channel. I'm like, God fucking. What vet do you know would say don't give our the extra food out to homeless? I don't know too many of them, but there are always going to be those people out there. They're always going to do
No.
shit like that.
I mean, I'll
They're always
say, yeah, and I'll chime in on what you said. What vet is going to do that? Say, oh, well, take that. Don't give it to the homeless. Okay, I can say that from vets from even with dealing with my dealings in Ottawa with Canadian vets. I mean, there were times people were coming up to the War Memorial where they were tenting and camping outside of. It's just a couple statues and that, but they were had their tent set up around the War Memorial, and people were coming up giving them donations, and they're like, no, go see that homeless guy over there, go give it to him, or see the camera guy here, go give it to him. Like they didn't have to do that; they could have taken it, but they chose. But they served to protect us. They're
yeah,
there. They were there on
exactly.
the hill to protect the War Memorial, to protect and actually even help protect the convoy. To believe it or not, because a lot of those
Yeah.
vets got beaten for setting up their tents and camping by the War Memorial.
Yeah, it's sad, dude, but that's where we are right now. That's exactly where we are right now.
Yeah,
So, you know, but I'm like I said, I'm very happy with the path that Feed for Vets is going right now. We are actually striving forward and being able to do more things for the people we want to help. Um, and like I said, God bless everyone that has helped us get there.
yeah,
We've had a lot of people, a lot of good people supporting the veterans in this community, which I really wanted to highlight the good things that are done on 1A. You got a bad reputation, but the porn bombing is just bringing it home. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't the cops and stuff doing this shit, stirring this up, so that eventually they just ban all the 1A channels. Because cops really don't want you filming them. They don't want to be exposed for what they're doing. And we're not talking the good ones. The good one, you don't see the good ones out there giving Al SoCal shit. These people are supporting it.
yeah.
They don't have a problem with you if you respect them, especially if they've done nothing. So, but that's where we are. But like I said, we are a feed the homeless type of channel.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that I mean, I'll say this I mean, I don't class myself as 1A. I mean, in the states, yeah, I would be a 1A. Okay, just letting anybody know that is from the states. I would be classed as a 1A. But I mean, in Canada, I'm actually a 2B'er because that's what ours is, 2B.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, yeah, your First Amendment and our second is basically the exact same.
Yeah, I just gotta say, the greatest document in the entire world is the Constitution.
Yes.
It's just if it's followed correctly.
Yeah.
But right now we got rich people deciding that oh no,
Well,
they don't like it. It's inconvenient for them, and they want to destroy it. They
I
want
mean,
to.
I go back. I always fall back to the thing. Everybody goes, "Oh, you can't film me." Where are you standing? Inside on the sidewalk. Yeah, and that's public. So you don't want to be filmed. Don't go out in public.
Well, yeah, and look at Pepperoni Audits. He just got interviewed by a channel,
Yeah.
a news channel, and that right there is what it's all about. If people wonder why he does the things he does, he was literally had his constitutional rights violated Even the people in there, they tried to backstep to get away from it because they realized what had happened to him was ridiculous. But that's why we do it. That's why they do it. It's not we. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
I went out twice and did audits with ice cold. It's not me. It's not for me. It's like I said. I agree with a lot of what they're doing, but unfortunately,
Well, I mean,
there's a lot
I'll
of
say
people going out there doing shit they shouldn't be doing. I'm sorry, attacking cops is not how you expose bad ones. It just makes you look stupid.
well, the thing is, I'll say this. I mean, I was really on the fence about being as active as I wanted to go. And I mean, I almost completely, literally before I went to Ottawa, I was almost ready to completely say I'm done with this whole activist, auditor, admit first 1A, 2B community. I was literally at that point, and going to Ottawa and meeting up with a couple other activists, charter rights activists, freedom fighters, that sort of thing. It rejuvenated me. It gave me the reason why to keep going and to keep talking about it.
Oh, good morning, LT.
You know, but I mean, what I was seeing in my community, in the 1A 2B community, was really starting to say, like this is just a cat fight. That's all it is.
Yeah. Hey,
And
hold on, hold on. Go ahead, keep talking.
and
Yes,
I,
ma'am.
and I said, I said I almost literally walked away, like literally almost walked away from it, but you know a handful of activists
Hang
and
on, Chad. They gotta flesh out my pick line. Just give me a sec.
yeah,
Oh, and good morning, LT. Good to have you in here, brother.
like I said, I'll just keep talking there, bud, while they're doing that for you, buddy. Um, they it wasn't for a handful of veterans telling me that they respected me for what I was doing and standing up for rights and freedoms, and the other activists that I met that were that I hadn't heard of before and or knew of that are here in Canada that re-encouraged me and sparked it, gave me that spark back. And I've and some of the people that some of the YouTubers that I met that had never done this sort of thing, they came to me and asked me to make sure they were doing things properly. I mean, that tells you something. Obviously, you're respected. You got enough base to say, people will respect you if you do things right. If you're not going out there slamming people and porn bombing or anything like that, you get respect. And that's what
Facts.
it, and that's what we should be proud of is that you're doing things the right way.
Yeah. So, all that said, good morning, everybody. LT man. This is how you like the coffee. You gotta love the happy face. I mean, seriously, that's what brings that whole entire avatar home. Is a little happy face.
It reminds me of going to Tim Hortons every morning whenever I go to Tim Hortons.
They
The
do the artwork in the coffee. I love places that do
No,
that.
they don't do the artwork in the coffee. Okay, they what they'll do the one of the girls that work most of the girls that work there. Um, I mean, I say I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm a decent looking guy, and I always get a smiley face from the ladies when they make when they on my coffee cup top.
Your coffee cups go.
Yeah.
No, my stomach's upset. Thank you. Look at the coffee.
Yes, but I always get a smiley face from the female employees on top of my coffee top. You know,
Nice. Nice, dude. But you gotta bring that. That just brings it home. The little happy face on the coffee.
Yeah.
There's a place that I go to that I notice they do the artwork. Like it's just amazing what they do.
Hmm.
Oh, everyone say hi to Swag, and here's a really cool dude.
Hey, Swaggin.
I wish you were rich. You could like fly. Well, you'd have to fly me down to. I would always wanted to go different places, and that's one of them. Swaggin. But hey, thank you for coming in this morning. And come on, Swaggin, you gotta love this. Look at this. Come on, tell me that doesn't bring it home. The happy face. That just whoops ass. You know it does. I I love the happy face.
It makes you smile, and that's
It
the
does. It's the right before you drink. You just look down and you see a happy face. Yeah.
yeah. I actually one of the coffee shops. I can't remember. It was a privately owned one that it was at in Ottawa. They did that a lot too. If you were eating in, they'd put the artwork on. They did do it even if you were going out. But you had to take your lid off in order to see the artwork they did. But they'd always do some artwork for you.
What? I mean, that's what. So it's all good.
I got a laugh.
Uh,
I got a laugh when this one girl. She was so impressed. She'd gone to the place once, and she didn't want to leave the hotel that she was staying in. And this one particular morning, she just gotten up. She didn't want to go. So she sent me for coffee. Until I got back, the artwork was gone, and she was all upset. Oh, you didn't see my artwork. I said, I took a picture for you.
oh, so yeah, like I said, the doctor's gonna still flow in. They usually come around this time, but it's a weekend. So got up this morning and I couldn't get up in time, dude. I got up at 5:20. I'd even set up the show yet. I'm like, dang, had my
Yes.
coffee. Because it makes sense especially when you're not in a room by yourself. You're sharing a room. And it's 4:30 in the morning. You don't want to be making too much noise. Well, unfortunately, this morning I did not get up in time for that anyway. So
Oh well.
last night was hard, man. I started a show. We were going to talk about the PayPal. Me and KY. KY totally got fucking wasted. He was like too tired to go. So I'm like, okay, we'll reschedule it and I'll go. Shit, dude. I wasn't on the panel for more than 10 minutes when Bella and KY start calling me. KY woke up so he can wake me up. Literally fallen asleep on my feed. So I went ahead and ended it. I mean, it was like shit.
Yeah.
I was so tired. It wasn't even funny.
Well,
Um,
I know when I was on Poor Dirt Farmers. That's where I was last night, and I'd seen you'd gone live, and I said, "Oh, just a second, I gotta go over and drop a like on Bud." And he says, "Hey, say hi to Bud for me." And like literally went over to put myself on mute and went over and unmuted you so I could hear you, so that I could hear you. And
I was still
all I heard,
sleeping.
all I heard was Bud snoring.
That was so embarrassing, dude. Yeah.
No, listen, don't worry about it. Hey, listen, don't worry
Well,
about it. Many
you
people
know,
are falling asleep on panels.
oh,
You
look
know,
at you. It's exciting though, dude. Really, we wanted people to know that V for Vets finally has their corporate bank account set up and their corporate PayPal. This is important because it's 100% by California law transparent. So again, as long as I have my community page, I can show the updated list. Now, you guys simply have to do is look up V for Vets in California Corporation. Everything about us is public, and you can, and then of course we will be taking flat out photos and stuff. For you to see the bank account, how much actual money is in it with the registered dates, who has contributed the money. And then, of course, if there's taggers on there saying, well, I want this money to go for the canned food drive. Because if that's the case, then whatever your wishes are for the donations you give, we're small enough to be able to pull that off. Like I said, we had our first person tell us they may make a reoccurring donation out of their trust fund for V for Vets. That would be amazing. Of course, now that we have a bank, it doesn't go. You don't write out to Bud or you don't write out to my real name or KY. It goes straight for V for Vets. So every single penny is accounted for. Every single penny is exposed. And I keep bringing this up because there's bad reputation that go throughout this community of
Mhm.
people using fraud and stuff to get money for themselves. I have talked about it myself. We are happy to say are not one of those places. Now, right now, the reason we're not going out is strictly to do with bud grower. And I mean, me and Graham are completely. I'm bad. My health is bad. But KY's wife's birthday is coming up, and he just recently lost her. He just recently lost his wife. He'd known his wife since they were small children, so he's going through a rough time. S.
Yeah.
Graham is going through a rough time. I mean, it's just, but we're still out there. So once Bud gets out of here in a month, we are we're gonna be doing so many wonderful things, guys. And I'm not kidding you. One of the wonderful things I plan to do is to go out and live with the and okay, I already heard the bitching and the screaming both by KY, my doctors. They don't want me doing this because they'll say I'll re-get the infection and get could lose a leg. But I'm gonna have to get a pair of boots, of course, to cover up the legs, like waders or whatever, so I don't have exposed open wounds again. That was stupid, but I want to be able to go out there with people who said I can film, and I want you to see what it's like 24/7 for a couple days from the eyes of the people that have served our country and are stuck out there so that you understand why we do what we do. Now, mind you, that won't just be limited to the vets. It will also, there are people that live with the vets. So, but here's the thing we won't do. We will not ask for a resume or a fucking dog tag. I got a lot of people telling me, well, how do you know this isn't just stolen valor? They're saying that to get money. I'll err with the side of helping them know what they are, homeless, regular or homeless vets. It would be it would be a little disappointing if I find out they were lying about being a vet, but you can't truly expect us to want proof that they're actual vets. That's not why we're out there.
Yeah.
And that unfortunately caused us a bit of
But
concern and problems with the tax write offs because which
the thing I'll
is
say
shocking.
when you're done
Go
here.
ahead.
No, I'll let you finish.
Well, getting a military thing is different than a regular corporation 501. You have to discern which the difference is. First, whether they fought or they have not, because there's two different 501s, two different regulations, two different standards, two different whatever.
Hmm.
And so we err on the side that they're all vets that have fought in a war because they get the most benefits allowed to them through us without being taxed. So go ahead, pull me in and tell me that you want some kind of idiotic proof that these are war fought vets, and you're going to get my middle finger. I'm not going to insult a U.S. vet by asking if you're not worthy of my help if you didn't go out and fight. Did in shit like that, I recorded and I thought about airing it, but then again, I would dox the person that said it. And again, that would be fucking drama. I mean, obviously, I don't agree with their fucking comments, but what I can do is I have now stopped going to their channel completely. I will never go there again. I will never deal with them. They keep trying to get me to go back and say, "Oh, we'll just have to disagree, agree to disagree." No, no, no. I agree with you having your right to say something, but it's like when you porn bomb someone. I don't care who you are. You could be a real close friend of mine. You porn bomb someone. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with people talking shit about the homeless. Talking about how they need to get a job. Well, I don't know where the fuck you're coming from, but in California, you can't get a job without a fucking address. And who the fuck's going to hire someone that smells like piss because they have no way to clean clothes? Now, are a lot of them on drugs? Yes. Am I trying to say that but a lot of them turned to drugs when they were out there and being homeless because, I mean, honestly, the legal definition of a homeless person goes like this. After 1 year, you were considered mentally insane. You know that, right? Now, um, if they're on drugs, that's probably because they're crazy when they were out there. But then again, especially women, I cannot stress to you guys enough. how accosted and beat up and raped these women are that are homeless.
Oh yeah.
But the bottom line, though, is yeah, there are groups of them out there. There is a percentage that go out there because they went to drugs. I've heard them give interviews where they were a school teacher and they had a really good paying job, but then they tried heroin and then they ended up on the street.
Hmm.
That does not negate our responsibility as a community. If you want to be a great country, your strongest link is your weakest one. Oh, look at it! It's the hardest worker in the hospital, the cleaner. He'll, thank you.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I agree with what you're saying. If you're gonna go out and you're gonna belittle somebody because they didn't serve over in a war, then why do it? It's they still signed up, they still enlisted, they still have dog tags, they're still a vet.
but you know what? I'm not going to ask him. I'm sorry, and
Yeah,
I realize the tax laws that are really, but I can't believe what they're set up at.
the thing
You
is that
literally, they define everything, Chad. Everything. They break down between those who have fought and those who have not fought. They break down which ones of them are on drugs.
yeah,
Okay,
I know, we
they
do it here too.
they want that. I don't want that. I think that's absurd. I think that the government has no right to ask me if I checked to see if a vet was an actual war fighter or not. What they're on the streets, not bad enough. And like I said, not every single vet is a great person. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of them out there that are not only good people, but they have PTSD, and it's really just need to end homeless. That's all. We won't stop fighting for this. We won't. And
That's
somebody
right.
said, well, what difference are you making? You're a small little channel. Well, if you start 1,000 small little channels, it would do a lot, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. What do you think?
Oh, I agree. I mean, I look at it this way. I mean, I'm small. I'm a really small channel, and do I feel I've made a difference in the community? Some days no,
Well,
but
I do. Look at the shame Canadian guys. Here's
yeah,
a guy that is very like us. He has a little money, but he does spend his time going out helping the homeless. I think that is just remarkable.
yeah,
So whether you agree with his politics or not, a lot of whatever, I don't care. It's like with ICE. I don't care. My thing is helping the homeless and stuff. And if you have enough compassion to go out there and do that, then you're not a bad person. You may have strong gated opinions that people don't agree with, but you're not a bad person. And I
no,
think people I think you should be rewarded if you go out and help. Thank you. If you go out there and help the homeless, I find you to be a step above the rest because homelessness should not exist, not in this country. I'm sorry. You got billions of dollars to ship over to Ukraine. Fuck you. You got plenty of money to pay for the homeless here in the United States. And like the whole issue with oh look at that Matthew King. Thank you for coming in, brother. Good morning. Have a cup of coffee. Look at it. Hopefully your coffee makes you smile like mine. Look at that. That brings it home right there.
yeah,
But we were don't get me wrong, the bigger corporations work, and I'm not sure of the law. I've been bitching about it because why should it be? I don't know if it's illegal for me anymore to help the homeless. I don't. They're checking on it now. They're actually who you hear? John. No good. Anyway, so um, God, I lost track of mine. I thought the doctor was here for me, but it wasn't. It's for my roommate.
no, no worries.
I don't know if I'm becoming. I think might be the law, but my attorney is checking into it right now. But as of right before V for Vets became a 501c corporation, it was illegal to feed. I think we might have got exempt. I'm crossing my fingers and my toes, and anyone else that would say a prayer. I'm not playing with you guys. we could literally be exempt from the law of them ticketing us $2,000 for helping the homeless. I think that is the discerning difference. Regular people that go out there now, since it's illegal, but we are registered. There's a difference. I don't know if you have to have a location though.
Mm.
See, I think that was one of the discerning things that, like, for example, Thunder. That's that group of bikers, ex military bikers that go around and do a lot of charity work. How do you do that? How do you ride through California and pass out food and not get ticketed? So we're checking into that. Hopefully that is the case. Then we won't but either way, it doesn't really matter. Um, we have come around. We have come with ways, damn it, to get around those laws. However, you look at that woman that used to go around every Sunday and she would feed the homeless out of the back of her truck. They messed with her constantly, constantly. First,
Yeah.
it was you can't feed them unless you have tables. So she went out and got the tables. Then they hit her with another fine because they said the tables had to have wheels. What are you talking about? You need wheels. What the fuck? So obviously they don't want you feeding the homeless, and here in California they don't want it done. I would give you one of the things that's a complete and utter joke, Chad. There was a road here in LA. They call it Food Row. And what would happen is every day around 6 o'clock, right after people got off of work, the homeless could line up on the street, and then these people could get around the rules of getting out of the car and feeding by driving up and handing bags of food out the car and driving along. They have now managed to convince the city council that is considered a drive-by. Now in LA, drive-bys are a felony. You know, you can drive by and shoot out the window. I mean, are you serious? This
That's crazy.
encroachment, it gets better. Encroachment laws were made in California, which made sense. They basically stopped these trucks from parking in front of buildings that have an entrance only, so that it's like literally a fire hazard. So because the truck blocks the entire entrance for fire, rescue, or them getting out of the door. They have now made that extended to the homeless. So they could say that a homeless person sitting next to the door is encroaching, and they can be arrested for that. This is what I'm trying to say. And then to make it homeless, to make the law say that it's against the law to be homeless. Okay, here's the way laws are supposed to work. If you have sources that will take care of every single homeless person out there, you have housing for every last one of them, not just band-aids. You know, that's what kills me about these idiots. I had a discussion with the nurse today. She's like, well, they have places that homeless people can go. They have shut. No, what they have is inadequate. There's a million plus homeless people, and you have 20 homes. How are you going to say that they're available? That is a way around their little fucking laws. There's no way to get around that.
Well, yeah,
You're
exactly.
it's basically you're lying. Basically, you're just blowing smoke up their ass, and you're giving the cops an excuse. You're giving the cops an excuse in which to act against you.
Yep.
I think that is just worse than anything else because you're actively going out of your way to to screw with the homeless. Now, in California, this is even more insidious when you realize the fact that our governor has stated that they will end the homeless in California in 5 years. Is that your decision then to make it homeless? So you're really not ending homeless. You're getting rid of the homeless. You'll shift them to another state. You'll shift them to another area, but you're not ending homeless. This is what the problem right now is.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
are experiencing a war. They have no problem using all that money for their illegal ways. They pound the money down, our taxpayers' money. We need to take that back, is what we need to do, or we need to end taxes. I'm sorry. Someone said, well, we need tax to run the country. No, no, I'd rather not pay taxes because you're not using the money to run the state. You're using the money for your rich buddies like Pelosi and her husband getting millions and millions of dollars for absolutely shit. Now,
Or
ladies
you're
and gentlemen,
or
I
you're
hate to
paying
say
for their
this.
research, or you're
Wait,
paying
wait,
for their
Chad,
research.
Chad, Chad. This is a violation of HIPAA. What's going on right now? I'm
Yeah,
not allowed to record or actually broadcast somebody's medical condition. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to mute this, and you can continue to talk.
yeah.
Actually,
No
I'm going to have
worries.
to shut it off. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
guys. I will
no
be right
worries.
back, but I have to turn this off. I'm being told right now.
Yep,
I
go ahead,
just
bud. I
cannot.
understand.
I'm sorry, but this has got out of hand.
Yeah,
So
no,
I
I
will, I
understand.
will, I will be right back. But please continue.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop down. I'm not leaving.
Okay. Yeah, but like I was starting to say, there, it's the same here in Canada too. They in Ottawa, they really don't like the homeless. They were pushing, they're pushing them around more than they were pushing us around, and I saw it firsthand. People that are citizens of Ottawa treating the homeless like they were garbage. Walking by, not even helping them out. But then there's people that you see that do that, that help people out. You know. But And I mean, like, I'll always support channels that help the homeless or help the vets. Always. So, I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm one of these people. I can't afford to do it. To do stuff like same as Bud. I can't afford to do stuff myself either. But I mean, when I was in Ottawa, I made sure that if I saw a homeless person and I was helping handle food or something like that, if they need, if it was a hot meal that I was handing out, which I did a few times, when I had an extra couple left after truckers or freedom fighters didn't want it, I gave it to a homeless person, and they just thought that was great, that somebody actually cared enough to do that. So, I mean, you help if you feed a person a meal and bring a smile to their face, isn't that worth it? You give a person a clean pair of socks, or personal hygiene products or anything like that, they're going to be thankful. But like one of the other things I noticed too from talking to some of the homeless in Ontario when I was there in Ontario, when I was in Ottawa, you know, they don't get it. They don't. They're not lucky enough to be able to get enough on their check to even sometimes afford a place. And when a one bedroom goes for $1,000 a month, easily, and you're only and your check's only $800 a month. You really, you paid $800. You can't afford a place even with just $800. But if you're lucky to find a place that cheap, there goes your whole check for the entire month. And then what are you supposed to do for food? What are you supposed to do for laundry? What are you supposed to do for anything else? When your check only covers so much, you don't have a place over your head. And your check only covers your rent. Exactly, Matt. If you treat a homeless person like a person, they'll really appreciate it. No matter what you give them, even if it's just your time. Exactly. And I met many homeless people that just said thank you so much for talking to me. When I was in Ottawa, I was the homeless community in Ottawa. I will say this: they are probably, there's good, there's bad, same as any community. But majority of the homeless that I saw in Ottawa would bend over backwards to help you. They there were a handful of them every morning that would literally be and when we had days we had snowstorms, there was a handful of them every morning coming up, grabbing their shovel off the side of the truck, knocking on the truck driver's door, of course, and asking permission to grab their shovel and start cleaning the streets and cleaning the sidewalks. Then there were homeless people there helping us with supply runs and running willing. There was a point when they were doing the gas, when the police were stealing gas from the truck driver, from the convoy. There was one homeless guy. He was actually he was actually standing in a corner, and actually I walked by this and witnessed it. He actually he actually said to one guy that was carrying had a couple gas jugs in his hands, he was carrying two gas jugs. He actually said, "You can hide them behind me." I mean, like, that was an amazing, amazing thing for that homeless guy to do, putting himself, out there for the convoy, because they were helping us, they were helping them, they were returning the favor. They couldn't, they knew they couldn't do, some of these homeless people knew they couldn't do some things, but even to offer help out to hide a gas can. I mean, come on, that shows that how much respect they had for people who were helping them. So yeah, like it's. I mean, and as for with the, with what Bud and KY and the V for Vets do, I'll always support them 130%. Now they do amazing work, you know, and if it wasn't for them out there doing it, nobody would be doing it. Well, I would say nobody be doing it. Nobody be doing it on the scale they're doing it. So yeah, but yeah, they. I mean, and Bud, I'll say this: Bud is always a character. It's always good. It's always good to make him laugh and feel better. Just don't bring up alligators around him. Now, Moose on a different story. That's a different story. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for that Moose Bud. But I know Bud Slicker will be definitely before the Moose. So don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. If you haven't hit that like button at any time, if you haven't, if you're stumbling across Bud Grover for the first time and you haven't been here before, please hit that subscribe button for Bud. He's a good guy. Hopefully, Bud will be back here shortly, everyone. I know he's being respectful to HIPAA laws and stuff like that. So it's one thing we don't really have to deal with too much here. Well, it's here in Canada, but it's on the responsibility of people that you do you don't have to here in Canada as much, but I mean you do it out of respect to a person, and that's one thing I always will say. Bad Bud, you bad Bud. Um, gonna go Bud, and I said bad Bud. Anyway, make him laugh, even though we can't hear his laugh. But that's one thing I always say with Bud. He's that type of person. He's a good natured guy. He's a fun loving guy. You know, he likes a good joke just like anybody else. And I'd say I'm honored to have Bud as a friend, and honored to have him allow me to stay up here by myself and keep this channel running while he's dealing with protecting somebody's information. So, But it's like Bug was saying, it definitely is a war that is going on. Them trying to get rid of the homeless. Well, there's a better way to do it, obviously, but they prefer not to. They prefer to spend their money elsewhere. But as for what Doug was saying about taxes, yeah, I totally agree. We shouldn't be paying taxes. I mean, I know here in Canada, our income tax was actually initially brought in as a War Measures Act and was supposed to be gone after World War II. Well, they realized how much cash cow it was and just decided to keep it. There he
Thank,
is.
thank you,
But
Chad. Just hang in. They're almost done. It's just a little situation that has to be changed.
no worries, brother.
But I mean, his privacy is more important than my, me staying on. But I don't want to end the show. I just want to give him and his family time to resolve what's going on.
Yeah, no, I understand, bud. Totally.
And
That's what.
it's highly important. His family members are here trying to calm him down.
Well,
Last night he tried to get out of the building and he almost did. So they're having issues.
yeah. Well, the
But
thing is,
other than that,
like
Matthew,
I
I
said,
so agree with that statement, brother. And
yeah,
it same goes for homeless vet. I mean, if you just walk up and thank them for their service, you don't necessarily have to give them anything. But hope is a beautiful thing. Hope is a recognition and non-isolation are a great thing. It's bad enough that we're allowing our vets to go out there, but for that to happen is just ridiculous.
yeah, exactly.
But like I said, what I could do is I could end the show right now because we're down to one person in the chat anyway. And then we can come back, chat, if you wanted to come back, or I can just hang. I'm going to try to hang for a minute. But like I said, it's important that whatever needs to be resolved gets resolved without me airing their personal business. I'm not
Yeah,
into doing that. And
yeah,
plus, Bill is a friend of mine. Me and Bill, he has helped me get through this entire nightmare. But I will talk to you in a second,
yeah. No worries.
ma'am. One, yes, they did give me vaccine. The Lions, yes, they did.
Well, it's like I said to Bud there, or said there, Bud. I know you're not. I know you're listening. Like I said, that's one of the things I commend about you, buddy. You respect someone's privacy. I mean, I know if I was up here and all of a sudden got a personal phone call and forgot to mute myself, you make sure I was muted. Hey, Belle, good to see you as always. I know you're never too far around, never too far away from the Bud. Always, always definitely one of the best mods in the YouTube streets. Bell them in. D Johns, you're up there as well, honey. That's for sure. Now you may be just watching, but I mean, if something happened, if something happened, that Bud didn't want here, you'd be right there. You'd be one of the first ones right there to deal with the situation. And then that's I personally myself, I would sooner that you get the opportunity to just sit there and enjoy the show. But that's part of having a wrench. You gotta work. You gotta, you're honored to have a wrench on a channel. Because it's not a privilege. It's an honor. Yeah, exactly, Bell. You're ready to drop that hammer if you need to. Exactly. But I know you. But I know you well enough to say that you prefer not to have to drop the hammer. You would enjoy a stream where you can sit back, have a cup of coffee, maybe with a smiley face like Bud's in it, and enjoy the show.
Yeah, okay. Well, I had to talk to his family member, let him know what was going on. Look
Yeah.
at Bill. Bill. Oh my God, I love Bill. That's what I was trying to tell you, Chad. I appreciate any help you said you would give, but we got this all controlled. We got this all under control with Bell and D Johns and them.
Oh yeah,
Bell, I don't see what's going on right now. Bell is there. My roommate is having some issues. He tried to leave the building last night, and it was funny as shit, at least. But no, the family members and the social workers and them are here right now because you just can't walk out of the building. He's not allowed to leave right yet.
yeah,
I will not air this. I respect his privacy, and plus that it is a HIPAA violation for me to broadcast his medical stuff across the internet.
yeah.
That's what's going on right now. So I'm sorry, guys. If I had to end the show, I got to end the show. But I don't really need to right now. Everything seems to be fine, or it's working out.
Yeah,
Um,
we got Bell and D Johns to keep control of the chat. And, I mean,
you did, and like I said, I was telling Bell, we don't anybody that comes in and says hi that recognizes V for Vets or goes over and subs and subscribe. It's a good thing.
yeah,
So, but that's what's going on right now, guys. That's why I had to mute the thing. And right now, everything's calm. The social workers left. His family members are calm. So there's no reason for me to like mute it. Now, if something does come up, just expect me to drop completely off of here
yeah.
because I don't want any chance of the broadcasting anything of it because I'm a friend of Bill's.
Yeah.
You know, literally, I'm a friend of his.
Matthew, I'll say this: I don't think we have to worry about you getting out of hand, brother. You've been pretty good since you showed up. They haven't had to whack you yet. So
Well, that's the other thing. Thank you. I haven't seen you do anything. As a matter of fact, I agree with what you said. However, it's unfortunate, but the rule is if you do bring up drama, Bell will get rid of you, and there's no timing out. You're just gone forever. So you haven't done anything to constitute that, and I've got full faith in Bell to protect me. And if not Bell, there's always D Johns. These people know the way we for vets and we think. We don't mean to be that way, guys, but it's just the threats and the attacks that have been going on. They actually had doxed me to a meth-headed drug dealer who is now threatening my life. We don't have time for this. And I almost lost a major vet supporter and idiot comments like, "Whoa, so you're gonna let him dictate your channel?" Yes, I am. I am. He brings a lot of money to V for Vets for us to go out and give to the homeless. Why would I get rid of that?
yeah,
When I'm a home, I'm not a 1A community. We are a veteran. We are a homeless. We are a charity network, and we want everyone to come in because I could care less. I don't have to be your friend. Again, this is not about Bud. This is not about Bud. This is about the vets. This is about the homeless. But I am telling you that it's not just Bud either. I know people keep thinking V for Vets is all about Bud, but it's not. V for Vets is a legal 501c corporation that has board members. I mean, that can vote me off if they wanted to. That is the way this works. So when Bell Admin says this, that's what happens. We vote on it, and that's the way it is. They have a right to do what they have to do, and it takes me out. One of the reasons we formed this, one of them, start a board was that I could not be trusted to get rid of friends that were doing bad things.
hmm
I sometimes, Chad, I'm not gonna lie to you. Those people that came up on that panel that day, one of them is a really good friend of mine. Both of them are. They were. But this is not about Bud again. Now I know they're gonna get upset, but that's it. They're done. They cannot come back to V for Vets again.
yeah,
I will not lose my supporters, and I don't agree with what they said. Again, this is not a 1A community here. This is
no,
not a 1A chat. This is all about the homeless.
yeah. I
I
mean,
have to stay. I
you know,
have to stay with that.
I'll say it this way. And if you're doing a show like you are right now on your own channel, and you want to
I would
have,
even. I know, but Chad, if you come on my Bud Grower channel and you start talking shit about the homeless or the vets, you're gonna be banned.
yeah, exactly.
I
No,
mean, it's ludicrous.
yeah.
Say something else, guys. Come on.
But I mean,
Now, I
I'll,
mean,
I'll,
look at
I'll
it this
say
way, Chad. That
I'll
was
say it
almost
this
like a.
way. If if you're not talking if you're doing a generic topic, and you're not actually like talking about vets and homeless, but 99.9% of the time it always comes up on your channel anyway. But if you're not talking about it, and one of those two people wanted to come into your channel and your personal channel and to hang out with you and keep you company on a panel, you don't have a problem with that. But when they start going down that road, then it's a problem because they're conflicting into another side of what you do that you can't really have going, because if you have a vet in your channel and they're saying something that's against vets or against homeless, it goes against what part of what you do. So yes, I totally understand where you're coming from on that, but that they're gone. I mean, if they're just coming here to chat and have a casual conversation and they don't want to talk, they're not talking about, they're not dissing vets and they're not dissing homeless and that sort of thing, they're welcome. So, but I mean, like, I can totally, respect is a two-way street. And you just got to.
Hello, how are you doing? Are these all my pills? Alrighty. You're live on the internet, just so you know. I don't care. I don't care. I'll show them what I take, but I don't want you to be aired on the internet without knowing. Yeah, go ahead and ram that needle in there. Just stick it on in.
Well, you're sounding like a masochist.
I am a masochist, but part of that don't you understand? I don't take pain pills, dude. Well, I joke about that, but honestly, I don't. That's what they list you as when you refuse pain pills.
A masochist, yep. I know.
Your pressure's a little high, but it's
okay. Ah, no!
It's okay.
God damn it. Sorry about that. I will take it. I just need a minute. My blood pressure is high again. I'm sorry. All right. My blood pressure is out of control, guys, so.
You want me to come back? I'll come back. Okay?
Yeah, would you? Thank you. They legally got to make me take the pills in front of them.
Well, hopefully there's no horse pills there, bud.
They are. Very hard for me to take my medicine, but it's okay, dude.
Well, look at it this way. It makes you better, right? Or at least helps.
Well, it's going to get me out of here, brother. I'll do what they say.
Yeah. Then turn around and do what you want to do after you go out. You don't have to answer that, bud.
Say it again. I'm sorry. I was texting.
And then turn around and do what you want to do when you get out.
Yes, it's. Well, yeah, because I can't get out of here to feed the homeless or go to Arizona and get the clothes or set up the canned food dispersal or work on getting our truck. Instead of me going out and getting a personal vehicle, I can attach the scooter they're going to give me along with a food dispenser thing on this truck we're hoping to get. I am going to ask, and oh God, yes, people, I will literally drop to my knees and kiss a person's ass for donating a truck that allows me to go out once a Sunday and feed the homeless vets and to feed the homeless. That will be a homeless thing. It won't matter if you're a homeless vet, if you're a regular homeless person. That truck that will be going out, since I have a food handler's training card, I will go out there and I will be able to feed a lot more people, and it's exciting. Because I can do that, by the way, not to even kid you. I am certified to do it. I'm a short order cook. I will go out there and I will feed these homeless people and pay forward everything that people have done for me.
Mm-hmm.
And again, 100% of your donations, 100% of your donations go straight to the people I'll be helping. And now people can't say we're just talking smoke out our ass. You notice you haven't heard any of these trolls coming back and giving us fucking shit about that anymore, because now we're so transparent that we ask, well, what about you? The same people making the dumbass comments about us keeping the money and losing the money and all this shit are the whack jobs that go out there and then put their fucking personal PayPals up and shit. Make more money for themselves than they do to go towards the homeless people. Yeah. Or they get, and I don't want to get into a fight, but they get things. I need to get this so I can go out and help the homeless. What the fuck? Do you see me doing any of that shit? No. I'd like to have legs, motherfucker. And no, I don't. I'm very angry about that. Very upset about that. Very, and that's drama
You,
too. And I
you,
admit it. But fuck these people.
you,
They,
you'd like to have enough money to take care of your dog and make sure she's healthy and safe.
yeah, but that's not me going out in the middle of a fucking feed the homeless shit and bringing that crap up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but if you go out and you want to help the fucking homeless, help the fucking homeless. Help the homeless. Don't make money for yourself if you're
No.
one individual. This is
You there, bud? Uh,
livelihood. Do you know how many donations we as a V for Vets got at that point when we had the PayPal set up? $30. If it wasn't for the incredible Smo Diego and Candace Smith, we would have chewed that shit.
yeah.
But who the fuck does that? These people made almost thousands that day. So what was the purpose of going out to help the homeless? What the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't to help the fucking homeless. It was to make you a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, you're not helping homeless. And I know that's got me in a lot of trouble. It's lost me a lot of friends, but I don't need those friends. I
Well, I
don't
mean,
need you. I don't want you anymore. And here's the rule. We've been approached by people that want to go out and do feed the homeless. You know who you fucking are. And I noticed you bitches ain't calling me back because when you go on to feed the homeless on my channel or our channel, not mine, you will not put your PayPal up. You won't put your super chat up. You will not ask for personal money. You will post our PayPal that goes straight to the homeless, or
mm-hmm.
you will not go out with us. We will not invite you.
Well,
I
it's
have
like
reached a fucking limit of this nonsensical bullshit that's going through our community, just like the government, where homeless people are money makers for these people.
yeah. Well, the thing I would say is this. I mean, with myself, I'm on the east coast of Canada, and I mean, there's no way. I mean, if I was out there in California, but I'd be right out there helping you, giving out the food, and helping you in
Graham,
with.
have you guys seen S. Graham? Go back and watch the fucking videos, people. Literally, seriously. The man could barely walk.
Yeah,
And he's out there passing out shit without taking money.
yeah.
I mean, are you serious? He's in the hospital more than I am. He's dying. Do you see him asking for money? So I have no. I just don't. I just a fan that just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Now I
Like I
don't. I
said,
won't toot my own horn, but I'm going back right to the same place that put me in this mess because it's a disgusting shithole piss ass fuck area where our homeless vets are living in an area that they could get an infection and die. Why do you think I'm taking my nurse out there? We have to do basic triage to make sure they don't have open plasma wounds or something so they can get these infections that I have.
yeah,
And we were really lucky. Ice cold fell in that water. It
yeah,
could be both me and him. They tried to cut my foot off, then my leg. I mean, come on, guys. And yet you want to go out there and make money for yourselves.
no, I mean, like I would even say this to you, but when you're going out, I would, have no problems broadcasting what you're doing live if you're live and restreaming it on my own channel. And I would,
Yeah,
and I mean, I would post my PayPal up and try to get any money, and it's not my thing. I would make sure that your PayPal was running across the bottom, crawling across the bottom of the
well,
screen.
see, that's because this is shit that doesn't need to be said, Chad. And people like you, it's an honor to have you come over here. Shame Canadian. You don't hear that motherfucker going out there asking for money. Not when he's doing that.
No,
I'm
no,
just saying, if you're gonna do the help the fucking homeless guys,
yeah,
because it's not right. I'm very strong opinion about that. And one of the reasons I can be this arrogant about this shit is because we can back our shit up to the hilt. I mean, look who the fuck is in my channel. Let's get real. You got Bill Admin. I don't give a fuck what you people think about this guy. He's one of the most stand-up, honorable people I know. You got KY Packer. Go ahead, talk shit about KY. Somebody come up here and talk shit about KY. See what the fuck happens to you. You got S. Graham. I mean, the guy's like, dude, he can barely fucking walk in and out of the hospital. Yet that motherfucker's out there constantly helping the homeless, constantly helping the homeless with righteous. I mean, these people don't have S's on their chest, people.
No.
Do you think Tommy Woods needs to go out and feed the homeless and pay money out? Do you really think that? Do you think that that man needs to do anything? What about Ice Cold Audit? A lot of people don't like Ice because of things that happen. Fuck you. What have you done for the homeless? Even when he was facing homelessness, the guy's out there driving me around to feed the homeless. This is fucking. I don't care. They don't ask for money. They're not out there putting their hands out for the money while they're doing this. They're out there helping the fucking homeless. And we can back our shit up. We have had them come after us for months trying to prove we're taking the money. So there is no reason when you have a bunch of sick, disabled, non-money making people out there doing this shit. Fine, you don't want to do it. I understand now. I don't guilt people not doing this because I didn't realize how dangerous it was. But don't sit there. Don't sit there and offer to do something and come in and make it a money organization for yourselves. Don't do that. Just please don't do it on V for Vets. Go ahead and go out and do your own shit. But V for Vets is 100% transparent. V for Vets, all the money has to go to the goddamn homeless or the vets. All of the money.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm not paying a lawyer to set it up, which we had to do, or I'm not out there getting money for the channel so we can have it run, then none of that money goes to us. There's no reason. If we reach the $50,000 mark or the $100,000 mark, then we're gonna have to hire people. We're gonna have to hire an accounting company. We have no choice. None of us have degrees in tax laws. It's not safe to do that.
Yeah.
They could literally close your channel down because of violations. One fucking mistake will cause us to lose the ability to go out and help the people we all want to do.
Yeah. I'll chime in on something here because I remember somebody had come at Ashamed one time about during the Christmas when he was doing his drive. Somebody had made a donation to him, but I mean the thing was, here's the thing: the one donation that was actually that people went after him about was a personal donation to Ashamed to pay for a month of StreamYard. That's
well, again, Ashamed goes and feeds the homeless.
Exactly.
And to expect, when he's barely able to feed, and right now, guys, I'm not lying to you. Ashamed is like any other Canadian right now out there that's not rich. They're being just like we are here, not as much here, but we're getting there. He's being butt fucked. Look at Ginger Snaps, dude. First, the assholes go out and they jack up the price of produce, and she cares about her diabetes, and then they turn around and make it against the law to grow your own food.
Yeah.
That's like this homeless shit. If you're gonna make a law that says you can't do something, you've got to support. You want homeless to be illegal, fine, but then you have to offer them a place to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You want to make it so that it's illegal to be fucking homeless, then you better have a fucking place for them to go, and none of this voucher shit. And then I don't want to hear some dumbass cop with all his stupid comments about how there's programs and places for you to go. Yeah, there's programs and places for 20 people to go. After that, the other million, they can go fuck themselves. Are you kidding me? I'm not into this crap anymore, people, and I'm tired of being nice about it. And I made this quite clear, too. When I get out of here, chances are I'm going to be arrested. Do I care? No. And I'm telling you guys right now, I will not accept bailout money. I will not pay the ticket. I will not accept the bailout. I will not give one penny to this stinking fucking state for being arrested for feeding the homeless. I'll rot in there. That's just the way it is because, see, if you're going to be an activist, you be a fucking activist. 1A auditors that get arrested, they want to do raises to get them out of jail, I understand. but I'm not doing it. You want to give money if you're pissed off enough that I got arrested, donate to V for Vets.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, though, too. I mean, I'd say it this way: you're not. I mean, I mean, like you said, you're not personally going to be going out and raising money. But I mean, if somebody gives money to B for vets to help towards your legal fees that you might have to have
And it still
for
should be no.
getting arrested, that's something that would be classed as part of what your charter covers. I would agree. I think I'm not. I don't know everything
I,
about your charter, but I'm assuming that legal fees is part of your legal fees that you have to pay as part of your mandate.
well, the lawyer informed us of how that would work. We're very limited on what we can actually. Chaz, welcome in. We're limited on what we can actually use the money for, which we set up that way to begin with. But none of us had the $2,600 to get a 501c. Now, mind you, that's for the next 5 years. We're exempt from any of the fees of taxes that come with it. But wait, no, it was too important to have that, so that was one of the expenses. We had someone actually donate to us a good portion of that so that we could go get it. But like I said, everything that is spent on V for Vets will be itemized and listed, which is why we want to get up our 500 subscribers so I can have my community page. Because then the balance of everything, the current balance, the current area in which, everything will be listed in this community page.
That's, I mean, and to be, for to say that and applying it when you are able to, it shows how transparent you are.
Well, like I said, we've had quite a wonderful experience with people trying to bring V for Vets down because in which I had no problem with. I don't. I think if anyone now that you can do your own research. I agree with KY, but I'm still going to publish it. But he doesn't think we should do that. He thinks you should look up your own damn information. But I'm like, fuck that. It's more or less me going na to your face. You can say whatever you want about it. Do I like again? If I would have known, I can't tell anyone that goes out there because it's not. You're just not able to do this. If you want to go out once a week passing out hamburgers and stuff, that's great. But to ask somebody to spend $2,600 nowadays to
Yeah.
get to be able to acquire a 501c, which should be free, I'm just it just boggles your mind. But lawyers have to make their money.
Mm-hmm.
They really do have to make their money. But wish I could have done it, but I don't recommend trying to do it by yourself. I know a couple people have done it, but the problem is if you fuck up just one box, we had one happen. Thank God we are a lawyer. They messed up the paperwork that was sent into the IRS, and the IRS wanted to charge us $160 for that because they did not correct the boxes right. So you can imagine somebody that doesn't do this for a living, and then you don't get it. The government doesn't play those games. You mess up once, you lose your tax exempt for up to 5 years, or even permanently. We would not be able to get tax exempt for 5 years if we fucked up the paperwork. So no, 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 no. That's $2,600 a year we'd have to come up with. $2,600 that we'd have to take out the mouths of the homeless and vets, supply wide stuff. No, that can buy a lot of food and a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Shit, if
Exactly.
we were just gonna piss money away like that, we'd keep some of the money for ourselves. But again, KY is the treasurer of V for Vets, and he is itemizing all this stuff. He finalized the business and bank account, the corporation bank account, along with the corporation PayPal. For whatever fucking reason, the PayPal's not working, so he's calling up PayPal to have that fucking fixed and turned on. You know,
Yeah.
but we want to be the standard. We're very proud of that. We
Yeah.
want anybody else out there wanting to do charities to look at us and that's and the same way I feel about Stephen Musial or Rob Rett, Rett Vet. I want to reach their level. Not the, because I shoot for the moon, guys. but be accountable to what they do. I
You're
want
gonna,
people to look at FIFA vets and go, "Fuck, that's what we want to do."
yeah. But I
You
mean,
know,
with
so
support, with support like those other vets communities, like Rob, like Hard Rob, the vet, their Hard Luck Survivor, and um, the other gentleman, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, just slipped my mind, but that you mentioned, you know, yeah, it's great to strive to be like them, and you'll get there with help of them, and that's what you want. You want their help to get you to that level that they're at, so that you can turn around and start helping. Helping somebody else that might be in the same position that you're in right now in 5 years.
well, we are also going to be listing quite a few nice things. Like I said, the canned food drive is important to me because there's several vet camp encampments out there, and what we're going to be doing is taking and the grates. Now I found grates for as low as $2 a grate. Basically, if you have an old barbecue grill, one of the small ones, don't when you're gonna throw it away, wipe down the grate. You don't have to clean it completely, but mail it to that address down there. There's no exception to the burner rule. That's why I said chances are I'll get arrested because if they catch me passing out burners, I'm going to jail. You're not. That's highly illegal because of the fires that could start. I understand, but however, we can get around that which is why I am learning three things right now, guys. I want to get my first responders medical so I can go out there and do basic triage. I already know how to do a lot of it for the wounds I've had. And survival class. I'm being nice vets that are teaching me survival. One of the survival tricks is to dig a little ditch about about maybe about 2 feet down. Put the bricks up a foot because usually a general thumb is 1/3 to half the size of the hole, and then so they can put the grate on top of that, and then they can just have the little fire. And I don't get in trouble for actually giving out little gas tanks or whatever that will explode because they're not. Again, those rather do it that way than hand out the gas grills and shit because they would have to still get the little canisters, and bringing the canisters is where it's illegal. So yeah, that's where we are right now.
Yeah,
But none of this can be done with me in the hospital. I can't go out and do anything. I
yeah,
can't fix anything, and I sure as fuck can't. I can't even walk. That's the sad thing right now. I can't walk.
yeah, exactly. And that's an unfortunate side of it. But I mean, you're fighting for a cause, and you're fighting for you're fighting for yourself, but you're fighting for a cause, and that's what keeps you going, bud.
What does having a goal? I don't know if people realize this, but there is a massive satisfaction with going to an encampment of homeless people and seeing the look on their face when that's where it all is.
Yep,
We get back. We hang out with awesome people like Righteous Media, who goes out there on a regular basis and helps the homeless. And he's a beautiful person. Just in case you don't doesn't have a channel, not really hangs out, but he goes out. You'll see him on Spirits. So that's what's going on with us recently. And like I said, we got the bank account set up, and hopefully there are a couple good things coming up for me. Like someone wants to give me and my roommate a mobile home to move into, and that would really be nice.
mm-hmm.
Because we can't right now. My roommate, who's been taking care of me, covering my bills, because he's known him for 37 years. He had $20 for the rest of the month for food. We're gonna. He's terrified he's gonna lose his job because the gas keeps going up and taking every penny. So it's not easy.
Yeah,
And I'm not just trying to make excuses, people, but I'm in here because I help somebody else. I don't feel bad about asking for help. If I don't ask for help, my roommate's gonna go homeless before I get out of here. We're not going to be able to feed, or you'll have to do without food. I'm not going to say sorry. I'm in here now almost a fucking 8 months because of infections I got from going down that drainage ditch.
Yeah. But I mean, again, like I mean, I've asked you this before, and I know the answer. And would you change anything? No, hell no. Is your
No,
answer?
I'm still going back down there. I'm just not going to be so fucking stupid. I'm going to take. I'll get a set of boots or the way it's with the when you go fishing or when you go down in the cleaners. But I'm not going in to any more homeless encampments without proper gear on because I can't afford to die or lose my leg or whatever. But I mean, it's just to the point where we still have to do it. There has to be people going out there and doing this. I don't guilt people anymore, Chad, and I warn them. You should listen to what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. I almost lost my leg because of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It is not an easy walk in the fucking park thing to help people out that are homeless. Hell, we can't even go to Skid Row. You would have to be like someone like Furry Potato because without that, you're gonna get killed.
Mm-hmm.
Because the mafia down there does not want you fucking with their homeless people. They use them for their drugs, their pills and shit, and blah 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 blah. But like I said, I'm we go over this all the time. I'm like I said, I'm grateful you guys are here and putting up with my nonsense. I've been on now for 3 hours and I'm exhausted and I have doctors and physical therapists coming in soon. There's been some issues, some setbacks. For some reason, they don't know why my arms have swollen up. They accidentally took me off the antibiotics, and now they got to do blood pellets. I'm getting rashes I shouldn't get, and taggers that are appearing. So it's my health. Now they're estimating I'll be in here in a month and a half to 2 months. I fucking hope not. I mean, any prayers would be around, dude. I don't want to be in here. However, with that said, Chad, please, every night I will try to start up at 5 in the morning. If not, it'll be 6. Oh, here they
Well,
come.
go around the streets and happen to see you, I'll always come over, bud.
Well, it's nice having somebody up here, especially what just happened when I had to drop down.
Yeah, yeah.
Besides, if you guys don't come on now. Look at that. Look, who would? Doesn't that bring home the whole smiley thing with the coffee? You know it does. Anyway, Bell Admin, one of the. I don't worry about shit like I told you because I have him. Chaz, thank you for coming in. Of course, D. Johns was in here. Banana was in here. Thank you too. Matthew, you're always welcome in here, brother. Thank you for coming in. Anybody else that's come in that I might have forgot, thank you for coming in. Chad, I'll give you a chance to say goodbye or whatever you want to say right before I do the
Yep,
final butt out because they're starting to wave to me again. Too many
yep,
doctors are waiting for me to take my
yep,
medicine.
yep. I understand. I'll just say, remember to keep those cameras rolling. Get the keep recording. Uh, it is your right, whether you're an American or a Canadian, to film in public. And please, always, if you see a vet, thank them for their service.
There you go.
They appreciate
Chad,
it.
it's been an honor having you up here on my panel. Again, bye to everyone. Bell, love you, brother. They're here to forcibly give me my medicine. So take care, stay well until we see you again. This is Bud saying Bud out.